Hi, I'm Parker Michael.
And
Hello, I'm Joshua Drake, aka Future Filmmaker 3940 here.
yep,
Uh, Signing
and
off.
we oh sorry,
We
let me
are
finish.
here to do the second part of what we did yesterday.
Yep, and why we love Spider-Man Part Two.
Mm-hmm.
Since
Yeah.
since we since we already covered the Spider-Man
Original series
the
of
original
movies.
Spider-Man trilogy, we
Yep.
we are going to tackle since we covered the original Spider-Man trilogy yesterday, we are going to cover the recent reboot series, the Amazing
Series.
Spider-Man franchise. But before we do that, what talk about a certain particular show that we all liked. We'll get to this show later. Um, let's talk about let's go back to the 1990s. Now, during the 90s, we had a lot of shows back. We had Beast Wars, X-Men, uh, a lot of great 90s shows. I can remember off the top of my head. And during the time, Fox Kids had like three shows on. Two shows. They were The Avengers, which was bad. The Iron Man anime series, which was meh. We had X-Men anime series, which is awesome and perfection. And we had the Queen, and we had the King. Oh wait, also we had the Hulk anime series, but and we had the King, gentlemen. Drum roll, please. Spider-Man, Spider-Man the '90s series. Okay,
Which I got right here, so
yep, all the DVDs. And
yep.
gentlemen, where should we start with the Spider-Man '90s series?
Okay.
Like, where do we start?
I can start. The '90s cartoon. I remember watching as a kid. I really did enjoy it. My favorite episode was that one where he turned into that spider, like, and
Yeah,
then he
Man
like went to
Spider.
Punisher. Yeah, I always enjoyed that one. I think it was like a two-parter episode
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think so too.
yeah, and I also enjoy the Venom saga. I think they did the Venom arc perfectly in that part. So, like, I think it's the best interpretation of Spider-Man we've gotten so far,
Yeah. Well,
next to the Spectacular
one
Spider-Man.
Yeah, agreed. Um, sorry, I already continue.
Yeah, I'm done. I love the series. So,
Yeah. Oh, all right. I, I'll go next. As for me, it's probably 90 series, man, and I love that series. That series actually was my childhood. It had great storytelling, good writing. Animation was okay. The
yeah,
animation was censored all hell. Thank you, Fox Kids. Thanks. Ugh, because they thought, and I quote, and I'm not kidding on this one, ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man can punch people. That's too violent. And the Captain can have good, normal guns. They with the laser guns. And all this sentence is bullshit. It was annoying. Like,
yeah. Like, I was showing the show to my little brother, and he's like, "Why do they have laser guns?" And I'm
yep.
like, well, because they can't use, like, in the cartoon they can't use real guns,
Yeah,
or
all
like,
Batman anime series,
yeah.
which that's another topic another day. Also, oh wait, before we, Joshua, what's your opinion on Spider-Man the '90s show?
Well, to be honest, I haven't watched this show. Um,
You have
I
it?
I was born in 19. I was born in 98, and I knew nothing
Yeah,
about Spider-Man.
Well, yeah, I wasn't
yeah,
born directly at 1990, but I mean, my dad showed me the series when I was like, I think the first episode, like the first time I saw it, I was like 3 or 4. So
yeah. As me, I was born in 1991, so I grew up on the series. Like,
yeah, because if you had asked me what was my first, like, experience with Spider-Man, like what was the first thing I saw, it was the '90s cartoon. So
same here. Like, another thing I feel like about the series, while it didn't have Gwen Stacy in the series, which is kind of depressing, it it actually did its own thing, which is a
Yeah.
good thing. And also, this show also introduced me to the Kingpin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that in my opinion was awesome. Like, the Kingpin in my opinion in this show, well, granted, one of the Kingpin that we know from Daredevil, from his main Netflix series now, Kingpin in my opinion in this series actually was pretty cool. Fact
Yeah,
of
he
my
was.
villain, in fact, my villain, Kingpin was more actually a villain in this series than Goblin was, or Hobgoblin. Speaking of Hobgoblin, that remind me. Um, Speaking of villain in the '90s show, let's talk about what some of the villains like. I think the
Yeah,
first episode
'cause
with the wizard, I think.
yeah, in the first episode, I'm pretty sure it was the lizard. He was the villain, I think, in the first
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, and
So
the animation in the first episode was gorgeous. It was beautiful. But then we heard about all the not censorship bullshit, and that's what kind of damaged the show.
Yeah, censorship stuff. I read
Yeah.
that online, and I did read one of the comics of Spider-Man,
Which one?
the one with the Kingpin.
was it issue 50? Because that's the one that in Spider-Man 2 where he gives up being Spider-Man. That was issue 50, I think.
Spider-Man No More.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The one, the comic book where it has the Kingpin as the villain, where Spider-Man has to fight the Kingpin.
Hang on, I'll check.
And then, yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoy.
I have no idea
He's
what
he's
issue that was.
one of my favorite villains, but I wish he
Yeah.
was in a Spider-Man movie and not Daredevil. But
Well,
put him in Daredevil.
well, fun fact about Kingpin. Kingpin actually was actually a Spider-Man villain first before Daredevil, but Daredevil actually didn't come until much later.
2003.
No, no, not the movie. The
Oh,
comic itself. Which,
the comic.
yeah, like Kingpin actually premiered a Spider-Man comic, but then due to I don't know, it's weird. It's rights issues. Yeah, issue 50 is Spider-Man No More, but but I don't know where Kingpin premiered. I know what issue this book told me. Found it. Found it. It was issue 68.
68?
Yeah,
Issue 68.
yeah. Crisis on Campus, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in 1969. Damn. Like damn time flies. Well,
That,
then again, I went born in the 60s. Yeah. This book is very useful.
yeah, that's a
Anyway,
good. That's
yeah.
a large book, but it's very useful.
Yeah. It doesn't contain every issue, but it only contains all the information on the issues themselves. It doesn't really let you read the issues regarding the pushing. Whatever. Um, that remind me. Speaking of night show, what talk about besides the wizard? What talk about actually other villains besides Kingpin? We also got the Sinister Six, or the Insidious Six, because Foxtrot and Sinister was too scary, which is bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, that.
Continue.
Yeah, Sinister Six. I was so looking forward to an adaptation of the Sinister Six, but they canceled it
Yeah, but
because the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I guess, didn't work out in theaters. It did.
no, it didn't. But that's not talking about today. Well, that's not talking we'll get to later. But the '90s show. The '90s show also introduced Morbius,
Oh
the living
yeah,
vampire.
yeah. That was another one of my favorite episodes.
Yeah, with Blade, and apparently Blade in the show it had a laser sword, which is weird. You got that Blade had no sword.
Huh, yeah.
Then again, this wasn't a '90s show, so they're censored to hell. So it's Punisher is censored too. How do you censor Punisher?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's
I
weird.
didn't. I didn't know Blade was on an episode of the '90s show.
Yeah. Punisher actually premiered and then the Man Spider episode. Um, what's another story that was great? Oh yeah, what trouble was Carnage and Venom?
Oh yeah, Carnage. Yeah, and
Yeah,
Venom.
Yeah,
I'm
Carnage.
sorry. Yeah. You can go.
yeah. Carnage and Venom in this series was awesome. I mean, holy shit! Like, keep in mind, they couldn't go full dark and bloody like the comics do or Maximum Carnage did, but they did their Carnage good in the show. It was a risk,
Yeah.
a huge risk,
Yeah.
and it was crazy, but it still paid off. Granted, this show also introduced Doctor Strange. He was actually in the show in Dormammu.
And I actually have the Venom
In fact,
saga
one
right here, which
yeah,
contains the whole arc with Venom and Carnage. So.
yeah, that's cool. Yeah, apparently, actually, Venom Carnage was supposed to come back in the finale, but that didn't happen.
What wasn't the finale of the show the clone saga?
It was kind of yeah, kind of it was coming into Secret Wars and the Clone Saga, which we will get to that later. Speaking of villains, that does remind me. What's another villain we got? We got Doctor Octopus, Mysterio, Craven. Uh, what else we got?
Wasn't there a villain
We
called
didn't get the
Mysterio?
yeah Mysterio. Yeah, we got him. He might actually what a cool villain at the on the '90s show.
Those
Now,
were
was you?
awesome Spider-Man villains. Just all awesome.
Yeah, like in fact, one of my favorite story actually in the '90s show, and I'm going my memory if I'm going my memory on this one. I think one of my other favorite stories in the show was besides the Venom saga, was the Black Suit storyline.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Black Suit when they actually hit it. The Black Suit was really introduced way back in Secret Wars, but they can't do in the show, but they designed smarter. Instead of it being from Secret Wars, it came in space, but it hit the space shuttle, which
Yeah. And I'm like, well, we don't have to talk about Spider-Man 3, but like, you know how they set up J. Jonah Jameson's son in this one?
yeah,
Why
Yeah,
didn't they do the exact same thing in the '90s cartoon with Spider-Man 3?
that's why I wonder.
I was a little confused when it got to that part because I was like, where the heck is J. Jonah Jameson's son?
That's why I wonder.
Yeah, I mean,
When they when Nightcrawler, but I'm getting a
Yeah,
little
because didn't he go to space? They didn't reference it. But that's not fair in Spider-Man 3. We forgot to talk about him in Spider-Man 3. Hmm.
oh yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoops.
we talked about it in part one where we
Yeah, we
covered
did.
a little
Whatever.
trilogy.
Which I think J. Jonah Jameson's son would actually make a good candidate for Venom. Now it would be something different. It would people fans would get pissed off. But you know what? At this point, I think actually it would make sense. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not have Venom, but maybe be in contact with the symbiote, like in this show happens. Long story. Um. Anyway, what's another thing we talk about the show? Oh yeah, what's about Mary Jane in the show, the '90s show?
Well, I like her more than Mary Jane in the original trilogy because in this, she's like she's like, and just in the
Yeah.
first film alone, she needs saving like 3 times.
Yeah.
But yeah, like in the '90s cartoon, yeah, Spider-Man does save her a couple of times. But I mean, it's not like she always is in trouble. It's not
Yeah.
like it's not like it doesn't get to the point where it's annoying.
Yeah. Like keep in mind, like keep in mind, the original love of Gwen Stacy, and since the '90s show couldn't do that, because Josh, Josh,
Did he just leave?
I'm not sure.
Oh crap.
Crap. Whatever. We continue.
Okay.
Josh, there was I hope we can get back. All right. Where were we? Oh yeah. Mary Jane on the show. Mary Jane on the show, my actually was good,
Yeah.
but call me crazy, but I'm hoping Mary Jane on this show better. But that's just me.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
All right. I must have liked the '90s show. It did have some flaws. More the animation, one animated, and one that followed more multi like budget
Yeah.
cuts and bullshit. But don't mind me. What sets get to the ending of a nice family show? Because I think we could talk about the show for days. Um,
Yeah.
you know. All right. For those of you who don't know about the ending of the Night Spider-Man show, the original ending of the Night Spider-Man show was supposed to end with Peter Parker Leslie and Mary Jane.
Yeah.
However, due to studio interference and corporate bullshit, we didn't get that. Guess what we got instead?
Um, I think I forgot what happened. Wait, wait, did oh he just I was on on Facebook and he said I said why did you leave the live stream and he said wasn't trying to, so he must have accidentally got kicked out or something.
Damn. Alright. Alright, send him the link.
Okay, okay, I will.
Alright. Sorry about that, folks. Technical difficulties. Alright. You're kind of in the wrong link. Yeah, the wrong hang. I know. Google the bitch. Believe me, I that was Google. Hang on. Alright. Hmm? Sorry about it for technical difficulties.
No, it's fine. I understand.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, I'm alive. Well, I'm alive. I'm back.
Alright. Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, where
We're,
were we? Oh, yeah. The
we're not.
end of the Spider-Man show.
We're still talking about the '90s show.
Yeah. We're very good at fast forward to the ending. Like, apparently, from what I read, and the original ending for the Night Spider-Man show was supposed to have Peter Parker save Mary Jane from, well, obviously, she turned up in that dimensional vortex thing because Dr. Warren cloned her, and it got confusing. No, wait, we got the Secret Wars too. Let's just fast forward to Secret Wars, shall we?
This. Oh, I don't know if I remember that, but
I never heard of the sequel to the Spectacular Spider-Man show. Because again,
wait, wait. Did you
around.
say Secret Wars or?
Yeah, the 90s Spider-Man episode.
See,
Oh, oh, that. Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I haven't.
It wasn't the best parts of the series, but it was still pretty entertaining. You know, it wasn't the worst thing to happen to Spider-Man, but you know, I like it.
yeah, yeah. It was okay, but after that, we got actually with the Ben Laurie. He be in the show, which made me so I love Ben Laurie. Like he be in the show.
Um, I think Ben Riley is, you know, I think he's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, so, you know, I like that, but yeah, so, yeah, I liked it.
yeah. I same here. Anyways, final thoughts on the night Spider-Man show.
I love it. I mean, rarely any complaints with the series. Sometimes the animation can be a bit off, but overall, it's a great series. I wish they would make
Yeah,
more
same here.
Spider like because now they have the Ultimate Spider-Man TV series on Disney XD or something. Is
Yeah,
that right? That
Yeah.
I'm not a big
yeah.
fan of that because yeah,
Neither am
but
I. Neither am I. Josh,
yeah.
what's been a nice Batman show as a whole? It's have to give a rating.
Well, even though I haven't seen, I'm going to give my rating. I'm gonna go higher and give it 10 out of 10. Give it, I can give it a 10 out of 10 because
Sounds
again,
pretty cool.
I know even though I haven't seen it because I was born in August 10th of 1998, and I'm 17 now, so yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Nice Batman show actually is one of my favorite shows of all time because I grew up with it. And do I think it's superior to the movies? That's debatable. I think this show is superior, but we will get to this later. Anyways, that anyways. Now let's get to the main event because um, um we are gonna talk about the show like grass.
Yeah,
Actually, we're gonna talk
yeah,
about the main
yeah,
Spider franchise and this show on
and
within the end. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna like spice things up, talk about the show, the Amazing
Yep.
Spider-Man movies, and we'll give our thoughts on what we want to see in the MCU. Like,
Yeah, and we'll talk about what's going on with the commentary
yeah,
with
in the comics.
Myers.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like we'll get to do it later.
So now we're talking about
Anyways,
the Amazing
Yeah,
Spider-Man films.
yeah,
yeah,
we're gonna talk about this show like later. Actually, wait, before we do that, I completely forgot. After Night Spider-Man show would cancel that ended, there after one more show, Spider-Man Unlimited, which was kind of a sequel show, but not really.
It was okay. I mean, I didn't
Yeah,
really care much for it. You know.
same here.
yeah.
Like
Spider-Man has a lot of shows,
yeah,
especially.
he did.
But I may not remember the Spectacular Spider-Man, but I do remember Spider-Man: His Amazing Friends.
Yeah,
Oh, that show. Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
watching
that's
that.
the 70s show. I never watched it.
Wasn't there a
Man.
I'd heard
60s
of
show
it.
too?
I think it was 60s. I think. Yeah, I think it was 60s, 70s. I don't remember. I never watched it, but I think that show introduced Firestar. I think she introduced that show.
Yeah,
Like,
Firestar, she's a pretty cool character.
yeah, she would actually introduce on that show.
Firestar and X-Men from the X-Men.
Yep.
X-Men.
E- Even though she originally put me actually on the Spider-Man main friends, with that show also had Human Torch.
From Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yeah, apparently that show actually was so historic. It actually introduced some new characters. Not new character. It actually introduced the Firestar character, and she got into, and I guess she going into in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I just researched it. Anyways, Spider-Man Unlimited was I seen the show a little when I was a kid. It's okay, but it's not really a sequel. It feels like a reboot. That feels unnecessary and pointless. And
Uh,
it had to, no, continue.
I think the on like Spider-Man Unlimited is, it's okay. I would have to agree with everything you're saying. So, there's not much to
Yeah,
talk about with that series.
yeah.
That like I know they
The one,
redesigned the suit and stuff, which looked, cool,
yeah.
but
It come in 2099 suit with Miguel O'Hara. That's the one thing. Man. That show should have been Spider-Man 2099. That could have been amazing. But nope. With the 2099. That's the more thing. Like Spider-Man Unlimited, if you have a 2099 show, then sequel to the 90s show. If you want more 2099 show, but without Miguel O'Hara. That's kind of a bummer. Anyways, after Spider-Man Unlimited, we got the MTV show, which was meh.
Yeah, I'd have
Any
to agree.
opinions?
Yes.
Wait. I actually like the MTV show. I thought was decent. Like it wasn't great, but I enjoyed it. Um, yeah. I guess that would be my quick thoughts on it.
Well, well, Joshua, what's your opinion on the on Spider-Man Unlimited and the MTV show?
Well, when I first saw the 2002 movie, it showed an advertisement at the beginning of the video cassette because I watched it in elementary school, and the elementary school principals they had on VHS when my
Yeah,
teacher did. These
I remember.
was an advertisement for it, but I haven't seen it, but overall it's okay.
Yeah, all right. Same here. I didn't get to see it either. Actually, I couldn't find it. Like, I never watched that show as a kid because I never seen it. I seen parts of it lately, and it's alright. But the problem with that show it was CG. No, this was early 2000 CG. This wasn't like Pixar or Toy Story and that CG was amazing. Like this was more early 2000s, and it dated. You can tell that show dated from the start.
Yeah,
Like it's okay, but not really that great.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. After
So
the
you want?
MTV after the MTV show, we got Protector Spine, but we're gonna save the show for later. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Let's get to the main topic with the main Spider-Man franchise.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, I can start. These films,
Yeah.
I hate these films to death. I do.
Why?
Okay, well, let's start with the Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
The character of Spider-Man, they got it completely wrong. Okay,
Yep.
because Andrew Garfield's portrayal of Spider-Man is not. He's
He didn't even
like,
talk.
if he went to my high school, he would be popular. He's like
Yeah.
riding a skateboard. He's like I could believe in like that Toby is a nerd in this, but with this I
Yeah.
could not buy Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and also the Lizard looks like a Goomba from Super Mario Brothers, like like from that crappy film. I mean, like I mean, I was excited to see the Lizard, but he just turned out to look like a. And plus, the CGI on him was not even that great. I mean, it looked like CGI from like a game or something. Plus, the
Yeah.
Spider-Man
Agreed.
swinging in some of these scenes, it felt like a video game. But with this, like it felt practical and such. So
Yeah. Agreed.
So yeah.
yeah,
Like I read a little backstory. I mean, Spider-Man One. The Amazing. Oh wait. Um, Joshua, what's your opinion on Amazing Spider-Man One?
Okay, when I first heard about the reboot, I was floored. I was so mad. I was so upset. I was darn near crying when I heard this. And I'm like, why? They used to certain movies being rebooted? Star Trek, which just Batman, Superman,
Yep.
Friday the 13th. Now, amazing. And I have to agree with Parker on the Lizard. $230 million was spent on this movie.
more than the
Where,
Avengers.
Yeah.
where did it go? The Avengers cost $224 million, and that movie was a success.
And they always drop plot lines in this film, like with the parents. It's like right after he got bitten by the spiders, like, oh, I don't care about my parents anymore. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
And then with Uncle Ben's death, he just like after he tried searching for the guy, he tried a couple of times, and then he just quit. It's like
Yeah.
Spider-Man wouldn't do that.
Sorry. Are you finished?
This
Yeah.
by
I just
Spider-Man.
didn't like it.
Yeah, and also it tried to combine two story. It tried to combine two continuities. It tried to combine the Ultimate line with the Amazing line, which I don't own the Amazing Tires, which it did. But how do you try to combine two continuities into one? That doesn't work.
It
Ugh.
just doesn't work. Not with Spider-Man. And you know, want to know what also doesn't work?
Mhm.
The tone of this freaking movie. I don't really hate
Oh man, the tone. Oh,
Oh yeah, the
because
tone.
because they say, yeah, we're gonna make a dark, gritty Spider-Man film. Well, for
Yep.
the first half, it is, but then when you get the lizard, it just turns out like it just turns to be all goofy and such. Where it's
Yeah.
like you have a talking lizard. Okay, so just picture this in the Dark Knight. Just pretend the villain was some
Clayface.
yeah, like, and he just started to, like, and there was a lizard that started to talk. Like, it just would not fit, and
Yeah.
neither in this film.
it.
And
Like
you know, the lizard's one of those villains that belongs in this series
yeah.
rather than the main Spider-Man films or the cartoons or Spectacular Spider-Man. So
Yeah.
you know,
Like the 90s Spider-Man show did the Wizard Justice.
yeah,
The Spectacular Spider-Man 2 did the Wizard Justice. Heck, the 90s also had to have Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin could be a great villain. If you want to do Goblin, do
actually,
Hobgoblin.
actually, I think they were thinking about doing the demo Goblin too. I think, yeah, for this film, I read something because I was following the production for this film because I wanted to see the Spider-Man reboot and because I wanted there to be Spider-Man 4, but I guess
Yeah.
not. But I think they were thinking about the demo Goblin, which wouldn't really make any sense for a first film. That should be
Yeah.
later down, like in sequels.
Yeah. Like Demo Goblin, I don't know anything about. I know he's a demon. It's weird. Well, Joshua, what's your opinion on Demo Goblin, Hobgoblin?
The Demo Goblin, I have never heard the Demo Goblin, but I will say that if they put him into the reboot, it just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, it could have worked because it's a more serious, darker villain, but not for a first film.
Agreed.
Because
And
it,
what? Oh, go
because
ahead.
I'm so agreeing with Parker right now.
Same here. Like the problem with this reboot in quotation marks, because same way with the Spider-Man 4, but then the studio interfered again. He said, "You know what? F you, Sony. I'm leaving," and he left, and all the other cats left. So they canceled it and say, "Okay,
Yeah,
like, let's reboot it and make it dark and gritty," which
they
doesn't
only did
work.
that because Dark Knight was dark and gritty.
Yeah, and Watchmen dark and
I'm
gritty too. Well, Watchmen,
the other superhero movies trying to be dark and gritty like the Dark Knight. You don't have
yeah,
to always be the Dark Knight. That's where Fantastic Four failed at.
agreed. Like, Parker, Parker.
yeah, something happened where like you guys left or something. Like on my screen, like you guys disappeared.
That's odd. Stupid
Well,
Google
'cause
Plus.
yeah, but anyway, what were we talking about again?
We're talking about the dark and gritty with the main Spider-Man one.
Oh yeah, you know, plus the dark and gritty tone just doesn't work with Spider-Man. It belongs with Batman, and a lot of people
Punisher.
complain about like
Man,
Man of Steel and how that film has a dark tone. But okay, like, are we on the same page about Man of Steel? Do we all like it here?
Man of Steel. Oh,
I
sorry.
love it.
Oh, Josh, go first.
I I know it's people who don't like it, but hey, they complain because they don't like the ending because their explanation is Superman never kills. That was
Well, he actually killed Zod in Superman 2. I think he did,
yeah
right?
Well,
yeah
kind of
yeah.
yes. In the
Yeah.
theatrical version, he lied, but in the with the Donner cut, which I recommend, Donner cut is way better. Donner cut, it's the Superman 2 that was so God.
So, but so me and Josh like Man of Steel, but you don't. Is that right? Or you?
I'm I'm kind of 50-50 on it. I like some parts of it, but I don't like some. I'm mixed. It's 50-50.
Yeah, yeah. Like I would be more on the positive side, but I don't completely love it like some Superman fans do. But a lot of people hate it. But anyway,
Yeah.
we can get back to
I'm a
Spider-Man. We
Superman
can talk.
fan. No, don't like it either.
We can say
There are some exceptions who do like it, and I'm fine. It's split down the middle.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
But we can talk about it some other time, I guess.
Yeah,
But
yeah. We can probably talk about Man of Steel Superman franchise like later, like next time. Anyways, Now, speaking of the tone, that remind me. This the first movie also tried to be like dark and edgy, like where like Batman Begins. Get it? Get it? Yeah. It's a slap in the face.
Only did that because of the Dark Knight success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, like, look at these characters. Look at Spider-Man. Look at Ben Parker. Look at May Parker. Look at Mary Jane. Look at Gwen Stacy. Look at all these villains. Look,
Yeah.
why are we taking this so freaking seriously? Why is
Yeah.
this movie so dark, gritty, and serious?
It
Where is
doesn't work.
the fun?
It worked
Where's
with Daredevil.
made the original trilogy memorable? Where's the humor that made the original trilogy memorable?
Yeah. And people say, Spider-Man didn't make jokes in the original films. Are
He
you
did,
high? He made jokes.
Because here's the thing, like that, because he only made jokes kind of in like in the car thief scene. But then people say, "Oh, I love this film because he cracks jokes all the time." But here's the thing, he cracks jokes when people's lives are in danger. Okay,
Yeah.
in the original trilogy, Spider-Man cracks jokes when how he does in the comics when it's like no one else is in danger. It's just him and the villain.
Yeah, like here's your change.
Yeah, yeah,
With Doc Ock. That
yeah,
is funny. Like,
yeah,
look, I get Spider-Man in the comic does make quips. That's fine. And even Nine did that. This show did it too. But that made sense because it was a cartoon. Sometimes if you do make quip, it gets annoying. And I get it. Spider-Man will be annoying. It will be funny. But there's really good humor and then there's bad humor. Look, Spider-Man does make jokes, but not when it's serious. When Roger and Danger, he doesn't make jokes.
yeah.
He runs.
And I think one thing we can
The original trilogy.
I think one thing we need to talk about the reboot series is the web shooters and the costume.
Yeah, alright.
So let's just talk about the costume for this film. Do we like the suit? I don't.
I'm
I'm
split.
I wish they would just stick with the original suits.
But
Agreed.
like they probably, because if you watch the special features, they say they try to make a Spider-Man suit that looks more realistic, and I'm like, how can a kid like or a teenager make a suit that looks like this with like where it's
Yeah,
but they see him order stuff online, but it's like they never really show him build the suit, so we can't really buy it or like make the suit.
Yeah.
Well,
And
me
apparently-
neither in the, but no.
Oh,
It's fine, you can keep talking.
Alright. And apparently after you got a web shooter from Oscorp. Okay. Wait, what? That didn't make any sense at all because if Oscorp had the web shooter line, can't they trace it? Oh, so many plot
I'll be back quick. I have to get something, okay? And I'll be back quick. Okay.
Anyway, Josh, what's your opinion on the web shooters and the suit?
I really wish they would just stick with the original trilogy suit because I like when movies try to be dark and realistic, but this it just doesn't work. Not with Spider-Man. As
Yeah.
I said,
Agreed.
But the
Spider-Man
web
has
shooters-
some dark stories. Like he does have some dark story with Kraven's Rat's Hunt, the Venom Saga, the dark story, the Wizard storyline. Not the Wizard, but the one by Tom McFarlane. That's dark. But at least Spider-Man has dark stories, but he's not dark.
yeah.
Like it's one of the dark storyline. Fine, whatever, go for it, but not for Spidey. Spider-Man worked for dark. Spider-Man did work with some dark story, like Kraven's Rat's Hunt, or another story, the Mullen saga, which holy shit, like with JMS, that story was insane. Alright, alright, for people who don't know about Mullen actually is a very innocent villain by JMS, which that storyline, Peter literally dies in that storyline.
And I liked the web shooters.
Yeah.
The web shooters I didn't have a problem with.
How come?
But my only problem is that the suit was too realistic. I'm
Agree.
sorry. That's not what I want to see from Spider-Man's costume, especially at this point where he's in more MCU.
Dang, dang, Gooby. Yeah, agreed. Like that I agree 100% because frankly, if they want to do a new suit, fine. But trying to be gritty and realistic, it doesn't
Does it
work. It works sometimes, but with certain characters like Daredevil,
Spider-Man? No. Fantastic Four? No.
yeah, yeah. Some characters don't need to be dark and gritty. Like, if you want to do a dark and gritty story, watch Dread. In fact, I have to
Well,
own that movie.
at least that movie was freaking done right. And that's better than the Stallone version.
Yeah, it
Sorry,
is.
Stallone, but he should stick to Rock.
Yeah, like I love that. I love that movie so much. I want to get a sequel.
I love the
Where's my
entire
sequel,
freaking
damn it?
time.
I'm waiting. Oh, we're never gonna get a sequel. I completely forgot.
There is a new Rocky movie, but it's Creed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was planning on seeing that, but I don't know when.
You should. It's really great. Like,
I'm
awesome.
starving, so I got some chips.
Nice.
Yeah, so.
Yeah. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. Wait, you're on web shooters. Okay, so we'll skip that.
You like the web series?
Let's talk about the villain. Let's talk about Lizard.
Lizard. You know, Lizard, I was so looking forward to seeing how they would treat Lizard because in the original trilogy, we never saw Dr. Kirk Connors be able to beat the Lizard. But this movie, played by Riz Ifan.
Yep.
I hope I'm saying the actor's name right. I don't know the name, but I think I said it right. But when you see him finally become the Lizard, he doesn't even look like a freaking lizard. He looks like a mix of Goomba from one of the dinosaurs.
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers movie.
A mix of
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Have you guys seen that film? The Super Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah. Yeah, I saw
Yeah,
that a
I-
couple years ago.
I hate that film.
Yeah, same here. But that's the topic for another day.
Yeah.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
And also, Lizard, he looks a little bit like freaking Godzilla from the freaking 1998 movie, which he hated it.
Yeah.
Parkinson, he hated it.
Yeah. Actually, that design in the 1998 film actually looked better.
Yeah, it
I
did.
thought.
Well, to be fair with Godzilla, I think 2014 you guys did an awesome movie, but that's didn't talk about another day. We can talk about Godzilla another day, but the main problem with the that I have with them is that they didn't do his character right. Like, where's his son? Oh wait.
Well, there is a deleted scene on Blu-ray that shows his son, but you should have put it in the film.
Why
Makes
was
no
that
sense when they
cut?
didn't put it in there.
Like, why was
And
that
then-
cut?
Yeah, and then
I don't know. Well, okay. Here's the thing. You know how the trailers always kind of because the trailers kind of have a different. Well, no, because if you watch the trailer, you'll notice lines from the film aren't actually in the film.
Yeah.
But so Mark Webb had a cut for this film that was supposed to be great or good, but then Sony came in and started just saying, "Hey, we're gonna change this to that," and then we're gonna. So they basically took his film and made their own version.
Yeah, which was garbage to begin with. Mark Webb, he got screwed over. The same as Sam Raimi did. Like, this film was only made just to keep the lights.
Yeah,
That sounds familiar.
Fantastic Four.
2005-91 said they only did that and the reboot Fantastic Four just to keep the rights.
Yep, same thing with Spider-Man. Sony and Fox both did the same idea. Actually, no, wait, Fox stole Sony's idea.
Please, Sony, they still have the rights. Marvel also has the rights to Spider-Man now.
Well, they're kind of sharing it, I guess.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 split.
Like I said, just give the freaking rights to Fantastic Four back to Marvel.
Yeah,
That's the only
Fox don't own those rights. Piss me off. Which I'm hoping in general we get those rights back, but that's That's in top one today.
If there's a sequel to this, I'm done with Fantastic Four. But I know they're not because it's canceled.
Yeah, thank God for that. Like, that would piss me off. Oh, Myers, please at the insanity is insanity. God. Yeah.
And yes, how did the action scenes were okay in the
Yeah.
movie? I didn't like the score of the movie.
Okay, the score was forgettable. Okay, because I can't.
It's
Because
composed by James Horner. Who died?
yeah,
He
like
died.
what he does is he recycles his own music.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have used anything else.
This should damn album I would have been awesome. I would, but the score itself is so generic and boring that you can switch it to any different tone of the movie.
The score is like what Parker said, like yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Like, ugh. I heard better score than this. Try that better score. Why do I compare the movie to, oh yeah, I forgot Dread came out 2002. Wait, when this
Speaking
movie
of-
did come out? This came out 2012, right? Same with the Avengers?
2012.
And same as The Dark Knight Rises too.
Yeah, and Johnny Riders.
Which
So
the
this film got annihilated by the competition. Wait,
And
two other superhero movies made $1 billion. Dark Knight Rises, even though I hate the scene where Bane breaks Batman's back, I still have
well,
to say that movie.
that was in the comics. That was in Nightfall.
I actually really like that scene because it's from the comics, so it shows that the filmmakers respected the comics.
Yeah,
I almost cried because of that. Because Batman.
yeah. Well, it makes sense. Yeah,
I understand what Chris Nolan was going for. He's a good director.
yeah, he is.
But this director didn't even try. It's like
Well, Mark Webb, like I bet he had a great film in mind, but the studio,
Yeah.
like I said before, just
turns
interfered in this. Yeah.
screws it all up.
And
But I get this movie. The only reason why I go back to watch The Amazing Spider-Man is just for some of the acting and for some of the action.
yeah, the cast did the damn bad. Like one thing I'll give this first one credit is Emma Stone. Now, here's the thing: people compare it to Kristen Dunst, which I don't blame them because it's a leverage. But Emma Stone
I like her performance was great. But when I have to compare Emma Stone to Bryce Dallas Howard, the Bryce Dallas Howard version wins. But Emma Stone, I didn't have a problem with.
Yeah,
I think Bryce Dallas Howard did a better job.
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of support Emma Stone more than Bryce Dallas Howard, but that wasn't Bryce Dallas Howard's fault. That was more studio interference.
They should
So
say,
yeah. Do you want to wrap things up on The Amazing Spider-Man?
Yes.
Yeah.
I-
Wait, there's one more plot line we better talk. Let's talk about the parents' plot line because
Yeah, the
when this film was announced, this film said the untold story.
Here's the untold story.
posters, trailers, he was supposed to say the untold story. And
Yeah.
what we get, we only saw his parents in the opening flashback.
Yeah, we did.
Opening flashback.
If I had to sum up my thoughts on this film, I would have to say this is the amazing, been there, done that man.
Yeah, it did origin wrong. It did origin for religion wrong. It did everything wrong. It was done great for bullshit reasons. And
Yeah,
plus,
we do-
it
we do
screwed
those
up a lot of stuff.
Okay,
Review.
now, what?
When you do
What?
those, when you read through your Spider-Man reviews, you rant on those two because you.
I will.
Yeah.
And when you rant on movies, the review is going to be over the top. I do it in my rants. On my rants.
Yeah. I
One thing I wanna-
try not to be over the top anymore, but I do go over the top sometimes with some land videos. But if I ever do a land video on this film, I'll probably rent them just to get my. That's actually true. Actually, I did a review of Spider-Man 2 when it's on theaters. I didn't do it in the first film.
One thing I want to say is this might be a shock on how much I dislike Spider-Man 3, but I like Spider-Man 3 more than this.
Thank you.
I'm not. I got nothing.
I mean,
Yeah.
Because
it's true. I mean,
you know what? I freaking told you, South Park. I told you Spider-Man 3 is a better movie.
Yeah.
But it
well, I still don't like Spider-Man 3, but that just proves how much I hate this film.
Yeah. Like, Amazing Spider-Man 1, it tried to be too serious. It tried to do too dark. It tried to be like funny,
and
but
gritty.
not funny, and it.
But again, it just didn't work.
Yeah, it missed the point of Spider-Man. Oh yeah, there's actually one more thing I completely forgot. There's also another scene that was cut. Like, you didn't appear to do the accident. Like, and where's that dialogue? Also,
Yeah,
you got on the pen, Peter. Come and get it.
Even though she died of cancer in 2011, this movie is dedicated to her. And I was very glad that she helped to get this movie out.
So what happened to her?
I don't hate the movie like other people do, but I will say that this movie it's a disappointment.
Yep.
There's a lot of flaws. There's a lot of unnecessary dark and gritty stuff going on in it, and I don't blame anyone who says that.
Yeah. Agree. Like, Mark Webb got screwed over, and the team got screwed over too, which we'll. There's actually one more scene I do want to talk about with. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Captain Stacy. He's in this movie.
I think he was the best. Well, not the best part of the film, but he was the guy who gave the best performance.
Yeah.
And he's barely in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, but in this film, he's one of the main protagonists, which I completely forgot the actor's name.
Oh man, let me.
Dennis Leary played.
Yeah, Dennis Leary.
Yeah.
I think Dennis Leary was perfect at Captain Stacy. Now, do I wish that they not killed him off?
The ending. That ending.
Let's get to the ending.
I will give Mark Webb the benefit of the doubt, because if I don't, then I'm gonna get over a ton of criticisms once people comment on this.
Go for it.
But the ending when if you think that ending is bad, wait till we talk about the ending of Spider-Man 2. I didn't.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that fight with Spider-Man and Rhino.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that fight. And then
yeah, I wanted to. But so, do we give our final thoughts and ratings on the Amazing Spider-Man now?
Yeah, we're probably gonna follow up, but there's one more scene I do want to talk about. Is that the ending with the end credit scene?
They put that in the trailers.
Yeah, they did.
That was stupid. I don't know why they did that.
It made no sense. Like, hello, doctor. He's heard by his father, and she said no. Wait. Should we even know? Like, who is he? Who is this guy? Like,
and then when you listen to the commentary, Mark Webb's like, we didn't even know who the person was when we had the scene written. We didn't know who it was gonna be. So he admitted, and the writers, that we didn't know, so we just threw the guy in there. We were gonna think of it later, so that was just lazy.
So let me get this straight. They put this mysterious stranger person who, at first I thought it was Osborn, because that's the only logical name I can think of, but it turned out it was someone else. Like, what? Why did you want to go to Wizard? Like, Kirk on? And where did Kirk On's son? What? Oh, my brain exploded after once. Look at my brain explode. I felt confused. Like, what?
Don't worry.
You know, when I saw this in the theater, I didn't even wait for the after credits scene because I was done with the film. I just left right when the credits started to roll, so I was done.
Yeah. Actually, when the credits rolled, I saw the end credits in my bladder, and my friend, and we agreed that this film was bad.
Like, why?
Like,
Why?
what was the point?
What was the freaking point of rebooting this? Who asked for this dark and serious film? Because I sure as heck.
I didn't want a reboot. If I did a rant video back then, I would have done it. Like,
That's
like,
how. That's how I wanted them to continue with the original series. But sadly, Sam Raimi, he just said, you know what? You have. You know what? You have Sony. You have made me put characters I don't want to put in Spider-Man 3. That I'm done. I'm done.
yeah, like, Sam Raimi, the smart thing is left because someone screwed him over.
Sony
Right.
should gave him at least the ability, more creative control to do whatever he wanted to.
Yeah, to Mark Webb and Sam Raimi, because if Spider-Man 3 went as planned and someone didn't interfere, then we would have had Spider-Man 4 by now. But
Yeah.
then again,
By now we would have had like Spider-Man 6 or something.
Spider-Man
yeah,
and the Venom spinoff that they were promising.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, because when Sony was like, "Yep, we're gonna create a cinematic universe with Spider-Man. We're gonna have made in Spider-Man 3 and 4. We're gonna have a Sinister 6. We're gonna have Venom." Well, then I'm like,
That wouldn't give you time to establish the backstories for all of the villains.
well,
like as I was saying, like basically every like if you choose like. Because Electro, he originally was just this guy who worked on electricity stuff, and then he gets shocked by electricity, and that's it. Like, that's his story. So you can take those villains, and then, like, the ones that don't have much to them, and just have those, so you don't really have to have a backstory. Like, they can just, and plus, if we're not doing the origin story, like, just think to yourself that, okay, like, maybe Spider-Man, like, fought the villains before, and they all gained up, and then like on Spider-Man, and they're trying to stop him. So wouldn't that I mean, I think it would work. And because the whole like story of Spider-Man. What?
I don't think it would work. It would leave a lot of loose ends and people questioning, where did this guy come from?
actually,
What about the people who don't read the comics, who have no idea who these people actually are?
Well, then would you have to do the origin story then if they didn't read the comics? Or would you have or you can establish quickly every villain's you can do it however you want to, but I mean it would I think it would work though, but
Yeah, Parker's right in this one because Spider-Man villains they're not three-dimensional characters. Not all are three-dimensional. Like the only character villains are three-dimensional are Venom.
Pretty good villains, even their smaller ones.
Yeah, like Parker's right on this one. I agree. I didn't think this could work because in the comic and even in the not that in the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series that show did Spider-Man and Sinister Justice, like that had 6 villains and that worked. So maybe at the maybe you guys in one movie, but then in the second movie you could have like Venom in the second movie.
Because doesn't in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, Peter gets the symbiote during when he's fighting the Sinister Six, right? Like you can set that up then, and then have it like kind of carry on in the second film or something.
Yeah, you're right. He actually.
Oh. Spider-Man defeat all 6 villains. How he can do it? How could Spider-Man be able to defeat all 6 villains in the Sinister Six?
You would have to bring in other heroes. He couldn't do it single-handedly.
Like I was saying, like you can have Daredevil come in, or
Jessica Jones.
So bring in Daredevil from his TV show.
Yeah.
And have like an episode that ties into the movie.
Yeah, you can have an episode before the film comes out, and it kind of establish,
They're tying in Agents of Shield into all the other Marvel
Well,
movies,
not Agent Shield. Maybe like Daredevil, Jessica
even
Jones,
though
Luke
that ties
Cage.
in with every Marvel movie that's been coming out.
It used to do that, but not anymore. It's confusing.
They still do it,
Yeah, good point. Like,
like the fact that Phil Coulson's now director of Shield.
yep.
If
Like,
I had to choose other heroes to bring on for Spider-Man to help fight the Sinister Six, here are my picks: Captain America, Iron Man, Daredevil, Punisher, Blade, Wolverine, Black Widow, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch, and Rogue from X-Men.
except we can't have the X-Men and Spider-Man because X-Men are owned by Fox.
But why
Well,
can't you?
because
I
Uh,
mean,
X-Men.
didn't Spider-Man in the original cartoons, he worked with, what was her name, Firestar and
yeah,
Iceman? They were
Firestar. Yeah.
X-Men.
He worked in the comics, Fantastic Four comics, and when Johnny died, he worked with
With Future Foundation. Yeah, but here's the thing about that. The reason why Marvel Studios can't use Fantastic Four the X-Men is because it's the movie rights. The movie rights are owned by Fox. Fox owned the movie for X-Men, and they own for Fantastic Four.
and
They can work
it's,
together.
Actually, no, they can't because Marvel and Fox hate each other. It's a whole long story.
Well,
And
yeah, I understand that.
but Spider-Man with the X-Men characters, it could have worked.
it could work.
Spider-Man with the Avengers could work.
Yeah, that's happening. That's happening in Civil War.
It's the whole war is gonna be awesome. I saw the first trailer. How excited I
Anyways.
am.
Alright, Parker, what your idea of what's in the movie, I think that could work. Think you're onto something.
Thanks. Yep.
Alright.
It definitely.
You guys, think about it. How about in the first movie, we do Sinister Six, but we had the black suit, like, with him. Well, not on him, but had the black suit, have, like, crash into Earth. Well, now it's around theater, but do it like, J.J. Jameson's shuttle crashes, and then Peter gets the black
You
suit.
mean how the symbiote came and crashed down to Earth in a little meteor?
No, not like that, but more it hit the space shuttle.
A space shuttle.
Because
Like,
that happens in the 90s cartoon.
and this show too.
True.
Yeah. There's
Right.
just one problem. They've already done the Black Symbiote story.
But they didn't do it right.
But that was a
Yeah,
completely
they
different
failed.
Spider-Man.
They could try and do it. They could do it again. It's an
There's a
interesting
difference
idea.
between the Tobey Maguire movies and the Andrew Garfield movies because they're two completely different Spider-Man.
That's true.
Well, the Tobey Maguire movies,
Because, I
for
mean,
the original trilogy always win. I'm sorry, Andrew Garfield. He did try though. I've heard some people say they like the reboot series over the original. When you compare both franchises, different Spider-Man series, the reboot series it doesn't hold up. This series always wins with Tobey Maguire. I love this movie, and I love Spider-Man 2, one of my favorite sequels, and I love Spider-Man 3, which I think is highly underrated.
I'm not saying the movies were absolute crap. I'm just saying there could have been a few things that could have been better.
That's true.
And you're talking about how they can't bring back the symbiote because they've already done it.
Well,
That was completely different. There's Spider-Man, there's Amazing Spider-Man, there's the Ultimate Spider-Man, there's Spider-Man 2.0, there's Spider-Gwen.
yeah, Spider-Gwen.
Not with.
My friend Edgar was talking about her.
I haven't had a chance to read the comics yet, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Spider-Girl, Mayday Parker.
But okay, guys, we need to remember that probably Marvel and Sony are going to do something completely different than what we are saying or what we want. Okay?
That's true.
Maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't.
I mean, fan predictions so far have been pretty good.
Yeah.
I find this news. People on Facebook, on Twitter, they've been saying all this stuff
Marvel
about.
constantly keeps tracks of their fans.
Yeah.
Saying stuff on news. Wow. about this news online, and the people is just fans are just eating this movie, eating this movie up. So
Especially Tom Holland at the Adam Spider-Man. And since they all bought for Ultimate Comics, I want them to do Ultimate Knights. Please do the story because this story had an Ultimate Kingpin with Ultimate Doctor Strange, Ultimate Daredevil.
a movie with the Kingpin,
Mm-hmm.
totally, I'm in for it. But if it's anything like the Amazing Spider-Man 2, then screw it. Screw it.
Yeah, right. That's one thing I don't want to happen. Anyways, okay, we should probably wrap this up, and because I'm starving, and you can dinner. But before you wrap this up, Parker, besides villains, who is your love interest? Because I'm starving.
Well, I would probably go with MJ or Liz Allen.
Explain.
For me,
Explain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because we seen Gwen before, we seen MJ, but the reason why I haven't picked Gwen, because I think the main Spider-Man films, they did Gwen, you know, they like they didn't screw her up. But with MJ in the original trilogy, they didn't really do it she just
But keep
that's
in
not.
mind, these are two different series.
Well, yes, I know, but I mean, I'm basing them like off of the comics and how I think I would like to see a completely new love interest that's still not that's still part like Liz Allen or something like that would work. I mean, I could see that working. Oh yeah, yeah, that would work too.
Can work. I think she can work.
I mean, because that's a good relationship to bring into a movie because they're kind of enemies, but they're kind of allies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind
yeah.
of like Batman and Catwoman. It's kind of like that kind of relationship.
No, I think Batman and Catwoman kind of have a different relationship there.
That's true.
or
Yeah, that's true.
because when I was hearing news about Batman, I thought it was gonna be a love triangle between Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman, but no.
I'm glad it's a love triangle. That pissed me off. Thank you, New 52. Thanks.
A love triangle between who?
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
And Wonder Woman. I hope they don't do it.
They're not gonna do it.
Looking at pictures, it shows Bruce Wayne talking to Diana Prince in one scene in Batman vs Superman. And
I think Batman and Wonder Woman would be an awesome couple, but that's in the top for another day. Yeah. Anyways, Parker choose Mary Jane and with Ellen. What's your choice?
My choice or Greg's choice?
Since Cinderman actually, I'm going. What's your choice?
Between MJ and Gwen?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let Joshua go first.
Yeah, Joshua, what's your choice?
I always like Mary Jane. I do like Gwen, but the sad part is that she gets kicked off and you made Spider-Man 2. But I will like to see Mary Jane again. It could be good. Or maybe I don't know, but definitely Mary Jane again.
Yeah.
Sure, she always needs saving partner, but here's Marvel and somebody saying, look, guys, I know we messed up bad with the Amazing Spider-Man series, but give us a chance. We can make things right. We can give you what is that the Spider-Man movie we want. We gave you the 2002 movie. We gave you Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. Fine, we did screw up a little bit on Spider-Man 3, but at least there are some people who like it, and there are some people who hate it.
Yep.
It's like Marvel and Sony saying,
I think you guys are missing a completely big, huge point right here.
Like what?
Like the fact that you guys keep referencing back to the Tobey Maguire movies,
Actually, no, 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 no.
Two
Actually,
different Spider-Man.
well, actually, they're kind of not because here's the thing. Let me explain. Gwen Stacy. Oh, okay, we're down with the first love interest in Amazing Comics.
MJ started out as the first love interest, and then it went to Gwen Stacy. And the only time that they actually ever meet in the comics for the first time is when Peter Parker dies on his own front lawn.
uh, that's the Oldman comics. You got that mixed up.
Yeah, it's the ultimate.
That's the Oldman universe. And Oldman Gwen Stacy should actually introduce in Oldman Spider-Man Volume 3. Hello, Greg.
She'll be back.
All right, I think we lost her. Damn it. All right, we should probably wrap this up. I'm starving.
Yeah, we should. We've been talking for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah, we were. Damn time flies.
2 hours.
Anyways, as for the future, Spider-Man fans as a whole, I'm gonna hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Please be good. All
Yeah,
right,
please be good. If it's not, I'll be completely disappointed. And
yeah, I'll be pissed off.
Out theaters with a smile on my face, like.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
Hope, oh, yeah,
And
anyways,
the reasons why we all love Spider-Man. I
Yeah.
know other people have their own opinions, but this is our opinion. I would like to thank you, Tava, for coming up with this idea. I hope we can do this like this again very soon, or in the future. And I would love to do one of these hangout things with you too, Parker.
yep, thanks.
all right,
Do it last night, but
all right. Thank you guys for joining us for our live show where we go Spider-Man in Part 2. Should we do Part 3? Oh no.
But what would we talk about? Should we talk about something else next time?
Yeah. Stay tuned for something. We'll think of something to talk about, and I hope you guys have a good day. And
Yep.
long live Spidey.
Yep.
like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Long live Spider-Man, my favorite website. Go,
Yeah.
let him go.
Yep.
Long live Spider-Man and Excelsior, as Stanley says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See ya. Bye. Bye.
And in Dream Girls, he was awesome.
Mhm.
But here, I don't know what happened here. It's like
Yeah. He felt wasted. It was depressing.
But I will say he did try to give a good performance. It's just some of his scenes he sleepwalks. The only time he sleepwalks is when he's Max Dillon, but when he's Electro, he's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Like, but the thing is, though, his motivation made no sense. Like, I want attention, and then he said, "You set me up." Like, no, he didn't.
Wreak havoc on New York City, and then Spider-Man, the car, he just flips the car around with his electric powers. I'm like, wow. We will talk about the action sequences, but Electro, how did you feel they did Electro? Did they do him justice, or did they do him so wrong, Parker?
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing with Electro. He sucks!
Woo! He sucks.
I mean, it's fine if you think he's a great villain, like I have no problem with that, but I mean, just like, okay, first of all, that music that plays when it's like that stupid kid, it sounds like this weird music that they would play at a preschool or something. It's like, it's just so corny and stupid, and
Yeah.
it's just like, so, and it's, well then you can say it fits the character, because Max Dillon is supposed to be a loser.
And then,
And then that stupid music with Electro, it's like, like a dubstep crap, which just sounds like a bunch of farty noises. I just, like, Electro's a villain, and he had puns like Mr. Freeze did in Batman and Robin.
Oh my god, don't get me
Oh,
Where it's
no.
like, it's my birthday, Spider-Man, time to light on my candles. It's just like, oh my god, what? Who wrote that? And then, like, with the scene where they're on those, like at the power plant, every time he hits one of those, it's itsy bitsy spiders. It's like, you're trying to be as, and then, okay, I just hate it, okay? So, that's my quick thoughts on Electro.
Alright,
Okay.
add to my point, Electro. Electro felt wasted in this movie, and the thing, that Jay Fogg's a great actor. He could have made Electro great. But the thing, Electro had a kid himself. The kid himself, and I hate to say it on this one, but since they're borrowing from the Open comics, why not make him a hitman? Like in Omen Spider, not the TV show. Not the TV show garbage. We'll get to that show later, but the comics. Yeah, Owen Electro worked for Kingpin in that series. Why not use him? Oh wait, there. Why? Kingpin. I forgot the Kingpin.
So, are there your thoughts about Electro?
Well, parts of it, I didn't get my full thought on Electro. Electro felt wasted, and plus his motivation made no sense. And also another problem with Electro, he gets taken out, and then he's not into the end of the movie. Like what?
The end of the freaking movie. But he gets off.
Spider-Man stole Electro, but then he goes to Ravencroft. But then the Doctor, who's the Doctor again?
One word to describe the fight between Spider-Man and Electro.
Who's the first fight?
Yes, the first fight was pretty corny, but the second fight was freaking awesome. I will admit that.
Yeah,
that fight would have been cool at the power plant, but then, like I said, that stupid dubstep ruined it for me.
Agreed. Right, that's one negative. Also, another negative about the show is that after he escapes jail, like,
I wish I would have thought better with Electro, but I like the Electro we got. There was three scriptwriters on this darn film, and I know exactly who they are because these two are familiar because they wrote Transformers and Transformers. Alex Kurtzman and Roberto Orci, who also wrote Mission Impossible 3, Star Trek, and Star Trek Into Darkness. And also Jeff Pinkner wrote the script, but the story was written by those three and
yeah, wait, that show, the lighting was sloppy. Anyways, so oh yeah, now I remember. Also another negative with this movie, for what I heard. I think we also heard Electro, like, Dr. Kafka, like, okay, correct me on, Dr. Kafka was a woman in the comics. Oh, Edgar?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yep. We're talking about Miss Spider-Man 2.
Well, hi, Edgar.
No, I saw your chat talking about it. First of all, Electro was nothing more than a side villain for Norman Osborn, and also Harry. It was a build-up to Harry more. It was basically Harry becoming a villain, and when we saw him becoming a villain, yeah. You could say all the problems, all you want, what you nitpicks, what you didn't like about the film. I could say everything about the flaws of Sam Raimi's film.
That's true.
Well, at least Spider-Man 3 was decent. At least that movie
No. Spider-Man 3 was bad. Sam Raimi's 2 was even horrible. 3 was just straight out bad.
So you hated
from the very beginning.
Spider-Man 2.
For starters, one, they just fucking ruined Doc Ock. they didn't have him be that cold, heartless little bastard that he is. 2, they made him into Norman Oz. Yeah, they made him into Norman Oz. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Dr. Connors. Correct myself, Dr. Connors.
Yeah,
They
Dr.
made him into
Connors.
Dr. Connors, making him a sympathetic, all the hunky-dory shit. At least Electro, yeah, he's a Spider-Man fan. And yes, the accident happened. It was a accident.
Yep.
That made sense. Here, it's just like it's too much. It's basically took the mind of Dr. Connors, put the body of Doc
Doc
Ock.
Ock.
It's like
Yeah, it's
they
just
try.
try to what?
It's like with Electro. I understand what you're coming from, Edgar, but I thought Electro was pretty freaking awesome. But Jamie Foxx, as when you see him, Jamie Foxx pre Electro, it's like he was sleepwalking. But Electro, when he became Electro, I said, okay, Jamie Foxx as a villain, and I could buy him as a villain. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Alright, anyway, I gotta continue.
I don't know what else I can say. The Amazing Spider-Man franchise. The only thing I hated, and I honestly fucking detest it, Amazing Spider-Man 2, is the death of Gwen. I did so much that I thought,
Yeah.
it killed it.
Was
It
over
killed it.
for me.
It was like doing that death was just like we give up. We just give up because we don't know the fuck we're doing. It's just that's literally it. Everything else, everything else was just cold because like the way the whole storyline we received Peter and Gwen, the whole chemistry between those, it was a really good drama, but it was
Yeah, what? Alright, Parker,
I'll admit the Gwen Stacy and Peter Parker like relationship and chemistry was good. Like
yeah.
it was.
I agree with
Like
you.
it was better than Toby and Christian Dunst. Like that. Like that just sucked.
Oh, Hunter?
So you're saying that Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone's love story was better than Tom McGuire and Kirsten Dunst?
Hey guys.
Oh, Hunter?
Hey guys.
What's your
going
name? Hey Hunter.
Hey.
We're in the show.
Hi. Glad you could join us. This is good. We're talking about the Amazing Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it was 2.
Spider-Man 2.
The one where Gwen died. That was crazy,
Yeah,
man.
back. That was.
I did not want Emma Stone to die. She was hot.
Peter.
No, it's not just that. It's just I didn't feel like it was ready yet. We weren't ready for her death now.
Hang on, one at a time.
It was too soon.
Guys, one at a time. Alright,
All right, one at a time, guys.
yeah. Alright, before we go off track, Hunter, since you just came in at the what's your opinion on the original Spider-Man series and the Amazing Spider-Man series? Since we are talking about Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Well, growing up, Toby Maguire, he was Spider-Man,
Yeah.
And so for me, he's still the real Spider-Man. That's just how I feel about it,
Yeah. I respect that 100%. As for the out of all the Spider-Man trilogy, what's your favorite one? And since you just came in.
The first one, the origin story.
Yeah. Spider-Man 1 was good, Spider-Man 2 was great, but what's your opinion of Spider-Man 3?
I wasn't quite a fan of Sandman,
Yeah.
I think that was a bit too far.
Yeah, agree. And put after that film with the great train, which
Sam Raimi said he's a fan
of Sandman, but
fan of the Silver Age.
Didn't quite catch
Iron
that.
Age.
Edgar and Hunter, I like I like that you guys are joining me, Parker, and Tavia because it's good to have extra company. Is it not?
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, it's
Agreed.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, agreed.
It's good
Anyways,
to
sorry. I
collect
interrupted.
other people's opinions. And back to you, Tavia.
All right. Anyways, we should we should probably have to talk about we should probably talk about Harry Osborn as Goblin in this movie since we went off track.
Why? 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 Why did you guys stay behind? You couldn't pick any
Yeah.
other good actor. For God's sake, he was in Chronicle. And I
They're
like
not a
that.
great actor. Wait, I think he's a poor hair. But the thing is, they lost him into Green Goblin. Like, I don't get. Like, I feel confused. Like, why rush Harry Osborn into
Oh,
Green
to
Goblin?
must like okay, I'm
I
gonna
don't
this
care
to
what
you.
nobody says, Edgar. William
Okay, the
Dafoe
Wait,
movie
is best.
let's everyone one at a time, people, one at a time.
Yep.
The movie build it up. Electro wasn't the big villain. He was like the majority of the film, but the true storyline was Harry becoming the Green Goblin. Now, if we did continue the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, we'd probably see more of him. The problem is, it fell apart.
Yeah. Yeah, that time frame fell apart, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that topic later. But another problem with this movie, Spider-Man 2, that I have of it is that the whole parent storyline. Like, here's what I don't know about the whole parent storyline. Like, this is the untold story. Like, wait, actually, before we do that, guys, Hunter, what's your
Yeah.
opinion on Harry Osborn, aka Green Goblin, in this movie?
Well, I just didn't care for the actor for Green Goblin. You know, something about
And Don?
the way he acted just threw me the wrong direction.
Yeah, I understand that completely.
It would have
Hunter?
been better. It would have been better. We got Ultimate Green Goblin.
Yeah, Omen Green
Yeah, I would
Goblin,
agree with that.
And
yeah.
then when you see Green Goblin, he has no screen time, but like 15, 20 in the last 20
20 minutes?
minutes. It's the last 20 minutes of the movie. And it's the last 20 minutes of the movie where we do see Green Goblin. And even that, his screen time
They
was
were
there.
building up for Sinister Six. That's why he didn't have much screen time.
Done and over with. His character feels so incomplete when he gets
Yeah.
killed, when he's taken out.
His should have felt rushed, the more I think about it. And that did bug me.
And you could, well, okay, that's fine. That's your opinion, guys. I say he wasn't rushed in my eyes. I thought he was great
Yeah.
as the Green Goblin. Now,
Mhm.
for the whole Spider-Man franchise, I still say the Amazing Spider-Man franchise is far superior than Sam Raimi's. It got more characters. Well, you feel that Andrew Garfield that passion was there. Toby,
Mhm.
Yeah, I would.
felt that. You didn't feel that. You just see a guy wearing this Spider-Man costume.
Yeah, because like
Go
I
on.
never bought like Tobey Maguire in the Spider-Man suit. Like I always knew it was I just couldn't see it. Like, but I could buy Andrew Garfield in the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was joking around. It's like, hey, he was trolling, like what's that word? He was trolling the fucking criminals. It's like that's the one thing about Spider-Man. He always trolls the criminals and the villains that he has. That's why that's why all the Spider-Man villains wants to kill this guy. It makes so much sense because you could see the passion, and it's such a freaking shame that he's not in this. I'm gonna say this. I would better off, and this is just me. I would better off continuing the Amazing Spider-Man franchise in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and just make it explain a few things here and there. Because I feel like rebooting it is just, we just
Pointless?
gotta reboot. it's a little, but granted, I understand business is business.
Yep.
And I really fucking hope, when we get the Green Goblin, we get Ultimate Green Goblin. I'm getting a little tired of the same old of the Green Goblin. Wearing
Yeah.
the armor or wearing some type of costume. And it's just like, we've been there. We did that twice. No
Yep.
more. We need Ultimate Green Goblin.
Yeah. Because Open Goblin, it's such a monster. Like, holy
It's a
shit.
month?
Like,
Yeah, it's like, dude, imagine a trailer. He's a teaser trailer. He's fighting Green Goblin. God, dude, I'd be fucking losing my mind. But what about you guys? Would
Goblin.
you or I'm just crazy?
Wow.
Yep. Well,
He
Devil Spider-Man.
broke freaking
You want to read it?
Yep. That's Open Goblin.
If you want to read it, go read it on viewcomic.com.
Yeah. Or like, if you want to read the Open Goblin, read the first what volumes? Volume 1. 6
Just
volumes.
Yeah. It's a fucking amazing. Like Bendis, like I hope that like Bendis does take he does is in this new Spider-Man. Like he's involved with it because he knows Spider-Man a lot.
Yeah. Because if the new series bought for Open Comic, which apparently they are, I'm hoping actually they do get Bendis kind of involved, but not like, well, maybe not fully involved, but give him some writing credit at least. Anyways, what's our Miss Spider-Man 2?
Anyone wish that we ever got a sequel of Shattered Dimensions? Like
Good question.
Or trilogy of that, because I'd like to see another Spider-Verse type thing with Shattered Dimensions.
Yeah. Good question. Guy, what's your opinion on should we ever get a sequel to Amazing Spider-Man? No, I mean Shattered Dimensions.
My opinion?
Yeah.
Well, I think it'd be a cool idea. I mean, it's like, cause yeah, well, I mean, I'm fine with it. You know, I think it would be cool.
We could have like 12 levels. We could have the character roster would be Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man. You have Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099, Miles, of course.
Yep.
And
Spider-Girl.
you could have Spider-Girl, aka Mayday. You could have all these other great Spider-Man characters. And it's just, I think that would be a very interesting route, and it would make people interesting of these characters, because these characters need to come out. Like Spider-Man 2099, he's there, but he's not fully like all there.
Yeah, he's not fully popular like predecessors. Like,
He's not big enough yet. That's
yeah,
what I'm saying.
like Spider-Man Noir 2099, and Ultimate and Spider-Gwen and Spider-Girl, they're popular, but they're not popular as big the other characters were. Like
Yeah,
Miles
all
and
right. Let's go with the next opinion. What's next?
we're breaking up final part. I mean, Spider-Man 2. Because I think we talked. Oh wait, I can forget about Black Cat. Let's talk about Black Cat.
What did you say?
Black Cat shooting the movie.
No, not you, Toby. Someone else says something.
Sorry.
We forgot to mention Rhino and the ending of the film.
Yeah. Good point.
Oh, Rhino. Okay, you could take him out of the movie, it wouldn't make any difference.
Agreed. Like,
I felt like he was wasted. I mean, like, he was just a character for a movie that was never going to happen.
yeah.
Or never
Like,
going to work.
mm-hmm. They talk about Open Rhino with the giant mech suit, but it didn't work.
They brought him into this movie, and I was okay. Anybody who wanted to see that fight between Spider-Man and Rhino, please say something. Please say something. Who all wanted to see that fight?
I did.
And why?
Well, I did, but
Why? I want to see that fight because I wanted to see him fight the Rhino because I was thinking maybe a fight between Rhino and Spider-Man would be great. But what did they do? Cut to Chris. They could have made this movie a little longer just for that fight.
Yeah.
If
Oh yeah,
just
oh
put
yeah.
some more stuff in, I swear, the little venom and hatred I have towards this movie will be through the roof. It will be gone. But I still love this movie, nevertheless.
I
Yeah, I'm
like
glad.
them. I think it's one of the best Spider-Man films yet. But the film, it has its problems, like
It
all
has
superhero movies.
one
Like
flaws.
I'm gonna say this. I have problems with Avengers Age of Ultron. I have
Hmm.
problems with I have probably plenty of problems with other films. Like there's very rarely that I have problems with superhero films because usually I'm just like, oh, masterpiece, fucking movie.
Yeah.
But
But
still,
very good movie. We don't have any problems. For example, very good movie like Mad Max Fury Road or Captain
Yeah,
America.
that's
mute
perfect.
your mic. Mute your mic. I can barely hear him.
I'm okay.
All right, go on. You were saying?
Like Captain America the Winter Soldier, Mad Max Fury Road, even Dawn of the Planet of the Freaking Apes. That movie was freaking awesome. What happened here? It's like,
Studio bullshit. That's probably what happened. And there was an alternate take of Gwen's death, and it sounded so much better.
Oh yeah,
Like,
we
I mean,
forgot.
wasn't it supposed to where, like, Green Goblin snapped her neck or something?
yeah. And then after that, Peter is holding the body, and Green Goblin's laughing his head off, and then Peter just loses his mind and just beats the shit out of him. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my!
That would have been great.
That sounded
That
awesome.
sounded so much like the comic script because, like, I remember when Spider-Man just literally lost his mind and literally beat the shit out of
Yeah.
the Green Goblin, and it's just, yeah. But it just,
Hmm.
I feel like the ending should have gone like this. Peter
Okay.
looks at the grave, at Gwen. Next minute later, you see the mystery man forming the Sinister Six, and during that time frame, he hears someone called Peter, and he looks at that person, and it's Peter's dad. I think that would have been a better ending.
So,
yeah,
basically set out the Old Clone Saga with Harvey Father be alive. Actually, no, wait a minute. Old Clone Saga did have Harvey Father still alive. I completely forgot about that. Whoops. Spoiler for that storyline. Anyway, we want to try with the movie. I think we covered everything, did we? Or did we miss something?
Um,
now
So has
Silent
anyone talked about the comics lately?
come and play Mary Jane Watson in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Shiny
yeah.
Woodley.
there was
Oh
actually
yeah.
a shot where Rhino at the end, when he's attacking the city, like when this car falls, like you can see the back of her head in the like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
a
so
shame
she's in
that
there.
it's a
But
shame that
those every
Shailene
movie
Woodley
have to
couldn't
be
play
to go
Mary
through
Jane.
movies, which honestly I'm still waiting for the third movie. So she went on to do a mediocre at best young adult movie series, and technically, Mark Webb, you kind of, so actually Sony, technically, they kind of darn near ruined the franchise with Spider-Man because you recast Spider-Man and you put three different villains in this movie.
Yep.
It made Spider-Man 2.
Yep. Congrats, fucking Sony.
Sony, look, guys, guys, you gotta listen, you gotta realize, if it weren't for Spider-Man, like, granted, we may have our love hate relationship with this movie. If it were caved in Studio Spider-Man universe, think about it. If Sony didn't cave in, we would probably still be stuck with this shit for
Yep.
years to come. I mean, like, granted, I
Yep.
probably would mostly enjoy them or hate them. It's just like, still, I personally feel that this. I personally feel like it's better off we get this, and yeah. Eh, So can we move on to something else? Like, I want to talk about comics, Spider-Man comics,
Yeah,
or the
yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. What's your final thought, our final grading? Because I think we gave our thoughts. Um, Parker, you go. Parker, you. I think he froze.
What? What? Parker.
Damn it, he froze.
yo.
Go. Oh, go,
Okay,
Parker.
go. I'll go.
Just type it. Just type it. Just
Okay.
restart it and do it. You'll be fine. Just tell him that. Just tell him restart
Yeah, I'll
his
tell him.
computer.
I don't want to see a part 3 to the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I don't want to see the Amazing Spider-Man series be continued in any way, shape, or form. I don't want to see the Amazing Spider-Man be crossed over with the Fantastic Six. I don't even want.
It's not. It's not.
I don't even want to see Spider-Man be part of the Avengers until Civil War. But at this point, I'm just done with the Amazing Spider-Man series. Mark Webb, Sony, you two have messed up too many times with this reboot series that I'm done. I'm done. My rating for the Amazing Spider-Man 2,
Just give Marvel Studios.
I don't
say
hate. This is gonna give this movie a freaking 10 out of 10, A plus, awesome tacular, a full price.
Yeah. Oh, Parker, you're back. All right.
Oh yeah, something happened. I don't know what happened, but
Yeah, you froze.
so I give my final thoughts, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fine if you like this film. I respect your opinion, but personally, me, I just didn't like it at all.
That is fine. That is fine.
Yeah.
That is your opinion. That is your eyes. But it's like, as long as you see people's opinions, I could say that, a billion. I could say you could say the flaws of it. Well, I could say, well, that may be, but the other one didn't do a great job either. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this, but it's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'll give my final thoughts. My final thought in the entire movie, I think this movie is gonna be clusterfuck, gonna be train wreck, and a huge disappointment because I like this character, and it just hurts me that the sequel bomb. Okay, not bomb. It was a complete disaster. But thankfully, Marvel got back the right. But we'll talk about that later. I give my rating a 1 out of 5. Well, okay, maybe that's too harsh. Maybe 1.5 out of 5. Mostly because the acting was good. It's that the story could be cut the fuck, and I can't show the action scenes. Everything else, ugh, bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Edgar, what is
Okay.
your rating of the Amazing Spider-Man 2?
5 out of 5. Best Spider-Man movie we've gotten so far. The
I respect
storyline
that
was well
100%.
paced. It was well written. However, it had a few flaws. I had a few problems with the film, but however, it is a good film. But however, I will say this: could if they did continue it, could it redeem itself? Absolutely. But thank God, Sony and Marvel fucking put their
Well,
differences aside and put.
an agreement.
I'm not done yet. I'm not done
Yeah.
yet.
Josh, I'll let Edgar finish.
Just let me finish, Josh, and I'll let you talk.
Sure.
It's just the Spider-Man franchise. If it weren't for Sony realizing that we can't do it anymore, let's just work for Marvel because obviously they're making $1 billion every fucking year. And,
It's funny because it's true.
but it's a fact. It's $1 billion. Now, granted, I'm gonna say this. Like a lot of people say, oh, we should have X-Men do the same thing. That ain't gonna happen. But yeah, that's another subject for another time. But I'm looking forward to this new reboot. But I'm gonna give off a 10 out of 10 best Spider-Man yet. 5 stars out of 5.
Thanks.
Right, Bud, you're next.
Alright.
Josh, you're next.
And yeah, me and you, thank you, Edgar. Me and you, we both have the same rating. And it is true because Marvel knows how to market a movie, how to make a good superhero movie.
Tell you,
Marvel,
sorry, Josh, hold
great.
on. Sorry about that. Tell you, your mic, I can barely hear you. Is that your mic?
Sorry.
And
Alright, go.
Marvel, they know how to market a movie, they know how to promote a movie, they know how to do a good movie, and I pray the DC can make a good movie like Marvel. It may not be as good as some of the Marvel movies, but I'm praying Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice is going to be a great film.
Oh, that film will be great. That movie
Because
will be
I
good. I
was
will
so
tell you.
looking for this. This has been a concept that's been in the works since 2002. And now that Man of Steel redeemed DC, started the DC Cinematic Universe, I am looking forward to the Justice League movie coming very soon. I would love to see the
Absolutely. Same here. Same here. Same here, man. I agree. Yeah, that movie is just that. DC is. We'll see what that do. We'll just see what DC does for that movie.
Agreed.
But if it fails, it fails.
Yep.
I mean, I'm done with DC. Now there's the comics. That is a fact. If it weren't for those characters to be created, we wouldn't gotten all these heroes that we have today.
Hmm.
But let's move on. Let's talk about comics of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll talk about this series next time.
You want to talk about that too? We can talk about that too.
Yeah. The original plan was to be after Miss Spider. We talk about this series.
All right.
All right. Oh wait. Since we get away of the Amazing Spider franchise, let's talk about something that I've been wanting to talk about a long time. That is the Spectacular Spider-Man anime series.
Yes.
Yep. Yep. Finally. Now, when this series was made, it was at least I don't know what year this came out.
Probably
Exactly.
came out
2009. Yeah.
All right.
All right. Who goes first?
Parker, you there?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
You go.
Sure.
You're one.
Yeah. I like the series. It's probably my favorite interpretation of Spider-Man. If we're counting cartoons or animated stuff.
Yeah.
But because the problem was, didn't they I haven't seen the series in a long time, but didn't they cancel it? Whereas Marvel got the animated rights back.
Yeah.
No, I'll explain it. I know more about this. Basically, what really happened was they were in a studio. The same thing happened with Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Mhm.
They were in a different studio. Marvel and Disney wanted to move it and do a new Spider-Man series or do something. Basically, do something, and they had to cancel it because they couldn't continue. Yeah, this is just how their mindset works. So they cancel it for a shitty show. But besides that, with their plans, they were doing a lot of things. They were doing 5 seasons and go straight to DVD movie releases. That was their plan.
Mhm.
And I was looking forward to that. Hearing that sounds like 1,000 times better. And I heard they were going to do the Clone Saga.
Yeah, they
That
were.
was another thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
really.
Stuck
They
them
were
out
gonna
at
do the.
one. He got
They were gonna
injured after season 2.
they were gonna do the clone saga. They were gonna do all that shit, and I'm like, dude, this sounds fucking awesome, you know. But yeah, you go continue, and I'll yeah. But go ahead, go say your thoughts.
Yeah. Well, I like the series. It's pretty much all, but I mean, I think they got the villains right for the most part.
Yeah, they did.
I mean, and plus the character of Peter Parker and Spider-Man, I thought they did well. Like it was well done.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think we didn't really talk about the web shooters and like um versus the organic web shooters because I know they did the mechanical web shooters in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon.
We'll
Which
Yeah.
talk about them. We'll talk about it later.
okay, yeah, but I mean I like
Okay.
the series. Like I own the complete series on Blu-ray, so you know I watch it now and then. So
Yeah.
Yeah, my turn. My turn. Um, the series. When I first saw it, I was like, okay, it was cool, but it's just it's good. It's a good show. It's a good. I say the second best interpretation of Spider-Man in terms of cartoons. I still hold to that '90s one to be that best one because they did a
yeah,
lot of things.
Yeah.
The night, yeah. But I could go on forever. Debbie, you're next.
Alright, I'll go next. After me, I love this series. This series, my Spider-Man, just it does the character justice. It does the open comics, like it follows some of the open comic elements, but it actually does it. I hate to say it, much more better. And plus, it does Venom right, which is amazing because I love it. Venom in this series was awesome. It does Lizard's great, Electro is awesome, Sandman's good. Oh, the Green Goblin mystery storyline, what they did in this series. Holy shit, that was a great mystery. I mean, like they basically make you second guess who Green Goblin was, even though I was Harry Osborn. I love that plot twist. That was a very good mystery, and they pulled it off. Also, Black Cat actually was in the series too. She's great in the series too. Also, the series actually showed into Gwen Stacy animated series, and Gwen Stacy in this series, I love Gwen Stacy in this series. She's
Oh yeah,
awesome.
she was awesome in that shit. She was awesome, and like I liked her too. And like the series, it felt a lot of great things. It felt like Spider-Man had issues on his life and
Hmm.
his personal life, but also being a superhero. And it was a really good show. However, you know, I wish they could have done a better job with Venom.
Yeah.
Um, Venom, he just sounded too corny for me. Like I look at the '90s one as like Venom, how I think of Venom should be. It's like that
yes,
vicious, vicious type guy. But his design didn't. I'm not a fan of it. He had a fucking mouth on his body. I'm like, what the hell is this shit? I mean,
I actually like that.
I'm
That was
like,
funny.
but that was just stupid in my eyes. I'm like, that is just stupid. However, I wish that I wish that the symbiote would communicate with Peter, or just do shit that Peter didn't know. Like, you remember that time frame in the comics where Peter was so exhausted and didn't
Yeah.
know how? That didn't really. What's that word? They didn't really show that much about that. They didn't show that. They introduced Black Cat. That was
Hmm.
cool, but yeah. Again, if this show did had more seasons, yeah, we could have had done more. But just, I feel like they kind of rushed the Venom storyline. I feel like they should have done a little bit better.
It felt rushed, but they brought Venom back in season 2, which actually was a huge plus for me because Venom is one of my favorite villains. And here's the thing: they were also going to introduce Rick in this series because Chris
Yeah,
Hatcher
I
is
heard about
too.
that.
Hmm.
I heard about
Yeah.
that. What happened to that plan? Did they get canned and pushed back to season 3 and never fucking happened?
Well, here's the thing: season 2 built up to this great story with this Goblin and this gang war, which is a great, in my opinion, great at the near cliffhanger, and it's building up, and it was a great payoff. And season 3 was going to introduce Hobgoblin, It's going to introduce
Carnage.
Carnage. It's also going to introduce Scorpion in Scene 3. Well, the original plan of Scene 3 was going to introduce...
I'm gonna ask you. One of the seasons we're gonna do the Jackal.
Yeah, I think that's Scene 4, I think. If I remember my memory. Well, not memory, I read it online.
All right.
Scene 4 was supposed to be about Jacko, I think. Scene 5 with the marriage. Oh, no, wait, that's a direct-to-video movie. I think. If I
I don't
remember.
know. It's just overall, and overall, it was really good. The show was great. I love how they introduced Mary Jane in the show. It was just fantastic. I was just like, it was just, yeah, I'm gonna say it was spectacular. It was a really great show. It's sad to see it go, but
Yeah.
at least we got 2 seasons. Be happy with what you got, but just yeah.
Yeah, but it still killed me that we're getting a Scene 3. Scene 3 killed on the Death of Gwen Stacy storyline.
Yeah,
We kept
what?
seeing that.
They were gonna do the death of Gwen Stacy?
What they were?
Maybe, yeah, because think about it. After Norman Osborn quotation died, because we saw him still alive in Scene 2, Harry Osborn, if Gwen Stacy, well, technically, if she's gone, then he might go back to the green, which is that drug. So,
Okay, all right. Okay, all right. So suppose anyway. So let's wrap this up so we could talk about comics. Spider-Man comics. What's our thoughts on Spider-Man comics?
alright, well, Joshua, what's your opinion on the Spectacular Spider-Man anime series? I completely forgot.
As I said at the beginning of the video, I was not born when.
No, not 90s. Spectacular.
I think it's a really great series. I did watch a few episodes of this on YouTube, and I will say that, holy crap, that series, it was a good series. I wish it would have been able to continue, but sometimes stuff happens.
Yeah, agreed. Shit happens. Stupid studio douchebag. Anyway, I think we get a thought on Spectacular. Alright. My rating for the show is 5 out of 5. Perfection A+. Harger, what's your rating?
Well, I mean, I guess I'll give it a 5 out of 5 too. I mean, I don't know much things wrong with it. It's near perfect. So
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
It's a cliffhanger, then student Joshua, what's your rating? What's your
On my
rating?
rating,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this a full price. I'll give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah. Alright.
Nate,
Harger,
Nate,
your rating?
8. Reason why is there's some flaws I had with it, but still had some good things that I liked about it.
Don't worry, I'm still trying to get Sean. I'm still trying to get Sean.
Alright,
It'll be
since we talked Spectacular, we do want to give a thought on Omen Spider-Man, the TV show, before we get to comics.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that. We ain't gonna talk about that show. I don't want to talk about that show. I would go lose my mind. The best thing after that show was fucking Deadpool, and we can move on now.
Yeah, and my glass.
That doesn't cut it.
Yeah, that's the one good thing I read the show. Deadpool, I didn't like. That's the topic. Omen Spider, we go grand video, but
At least it was Deadpool gold. Okay, dude. Anyway, I'm talking, and this is coming from a big fan of Deadpool.
yeah.
All right. Okay, let's go on. Let's talk about it. I mean, let's talk about the comics because I'm dying for this shit. All right. Has everyone read the comics now? Has everyone? I'm like, I want to know. Oh, yeah, you have?
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell me. Okay, tell me everything you need. Tell me everything. Your thoughts of Spider-Man comics. Everything. The Amazing, 29, Spider-Gwen, Silk, all of it.
Well, I mean, I guess I could start with the original stuff. Well, I guess it's the first piece of Spider-Man, so it's basically exactly what the character should be because it's the first. So, I mean, But if I'm talking about like the Ultimate Spider-Man comics,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
those I'm not a fan of at all. I mean,
You
it's
don't
just I
you
just
don't like
couldn't. No, I just
you don't
couldn't.
like the Ultimate Spider-Man comics? What?
Well,
What?
well, I mean, some stuff I do, but I mean, as like I haven't been keeping up with it lately, so I mean, I can't really say much, I guess, about the Ultimate, but you know.
The
That's
Ultimate is one of
understandable.
the best versions of Spider-Man yet. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna say that. It's well written. The way the storyline goes off, you see Peter's dealing with issues, and we see other characters we haven't done. We feel for the characters. There's emotion, and just like there's a lot of things that you should. I kind of feel like you're kind of missing out. There's a lot of drama, and
Well,
just
yeah, I mean, I'll probably check them out sometime then. If
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's just that I
check
heard.
it on viewcomic.com.
Yeah, okay.
What?
Or Comic
Heard what?
Castle.
It's just like, yes, Peter retires. I mean, as Spider-Man, but Peter. But here's the thing: Spider-Man is a mental type character. Like anyone can be Spider-Man
Yeah.
if, yeah. So for me, I'm like, that's how it always should be, and Bendis has done that. People hating on Miles, it's just like, I think you're kind of missing the point of what Spider-Man is.
Yeah. Oh, are we finished?
Yeah,
Gone?
I mean, like what else? Guess I can, because like I haven't been keeping up with the Spider-Man comics. I just been so busy with some stuff. I'm trying to remember, but I mean, like,
Have you read the like Spider-Verse type storyline or not really?
no, not like, cause I can't even remember like which comics I have. They're all in my closet. But I mean, it's just
All right. I guess it's me and Tabby are gonna talk about this
It's hard to
stuff.
keep up.
yeah, it is. It's a lot, especially with some other stuff.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Trust me, because I can't get into the main comic, but I got in much later. But anyway,
My
Josh,
turn. Actually, Tabby, I want to know. Like, we talked about this all the time, and you and I have our opinions with Dancel on his run on
yeah,
Spider-Man. My opinions have slightly changed with him. He can do a good storyline, but he has a tendency of fucking up.
yep,
But still, dude, tell me, how do you feel about Spider-Man? All the books, everything.
yeah. Um, as for me and Joe, let's see. Well, my thoughts are amazing. That's Uzi, because amazing. My main problem with it now is that ever since One More Day happened, which is a complete trend of trying to kill the character completely, in my opinion. But ever since One More Day happened, I've been really pissed with the main title. It's like
Dude, you're
One More
never gonna
Day.
get. Oh, I keep telling you this. Be happy with your vows. You're never gonna get Mary Jane. I'm telling you that.
Yeah. Well, I.
I'm just telling you, dude. You're not gonna get Mary Jane and Peter back together. You're just never gonna have that. You may say, "Oh, you never know that." It's been how long? Yeah, I thought
Um.
so.
I think 10 years. I think I lost count. Wait, One More Day came
Yeah,
out
10 years,
2007.
something. I mean, just. But yeah,
8 years.
overall,
8 years.
8 years. It's never
Yep.
gonna happen. And if you're gonna have that continuation of Renew Your Vows, it's gonna be an amazing title.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
I'm hoping that happens eventually, and because I miss Peter and Mary Jane being together, because that's their couple. Like that's Superman and Lois
yes, but
Lane.
the part of thing about Peter is that he's a kid. Yes, he got the lucky girl. But the one thing I feel that the character was like he gets, what's that word? There's way too many times he loses the girl. Like he loses Gwen, he loses Mary Jane now. I mean, like personally for me, I would just better off with a new love interest, which apparently he's gonna have soon.
I kind of disagree with that because I'm more a fan of Peter and Mary Jane being married and having a child like Spider Girl,
Yes, but
Mary
that's
Parker.
never gonna happen. You're never gonna get it. You're never like this is the thing you gotta understand. You're never gonna get that couple again.
I was the
Bittersweet.
main
Just be happy
series.
with what you got in these decades.
We
All right.
I still not going
I
to
think we can't
2009.
talk anymore. Next, yeah, go. No, fucking go and go with your shit. Then we can end it and we can talk about something else.
Yeah.
Because I
Oh,
think our other two friends. Actually, you know what? Fuck that. Why don't we just talk about our other something else? Because I think our other two friends over here is a little bored and
Is
yeah.
the one with
Huh?
when he the
I
Spider-Man
can barely
comics.
hear
I
you.
don't read a whole lot of Spider-Man comics. When he's in movies, more, especially with the 2002 film and sequels, because you can't beat the original. You just can't. I'm
yeah.
sorry I say it, but
Continue.
if y'all the new reboot is not gonna try to beat the original, they're gonna try and do their own thing. Then let me put it to you like this: why do we have to continuously do the same super? Why do we have to? No, that's fact. Why does Hollow have to continuously remake the same movies that we all know and love? But
Dude, that is how Hollywood works. They've done that with the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and
uh,
90s.
you try to remake it
That
once.
is how Hollywood works. Like they can't. Like I'm gonna say this: you can have a one original film, all that stuff, but you're complaining something they've been doing for fucking ages. It's the dawn of fucking filmmaking.
But
I mean, like,
blood rolls. They're gonna
well, like
Yeah.
all
redo.
it is, yeah, you're gonna have remakes. You're gonna have all this shit. Yes, that's the point of
But
Hollywood.
Complain about it. They don't like it. But you know what? I like sequels, prequels. I even like remakes. I even like reboots.
but here's the thing: if you don't want like there to be a remake or a reboot, you can have the the original always is like the original is always still going to be there. Like you don't have to
Yeah, because
stay, like it's always going to like
Yeah, oh, yeah, I
so
agree with you, Parker. Yeah, completely agree. If the remake sucks, you still have the original. I mean, like, it's just yeah. I mean, you still have what you have, and you know, it's
yeah.
just reboots, remakes. They always happen. It's part of how business is. But
The
anyway,
pro-
Yeah.
can we move on to something else? Because I think we kind of like.
How do
well,
you
here's the thing. There's still one more thing we didn't talk about: the future of the Spider-Man reboot. Okay.
find the Spider-Man and what we would like to see in Marvel Cinematic Universe? Well,
Oh
he
shit, we
is
lost Parker. Shit.
Captain America Civil War. I will tell you that much. Him and Ant-Man. And
I will say this now. Oh, go on.
Yeah.
I would love to see Spider-Man be with the other Avengers. In fact, if here's what my title should be. The title should be for the next Spider-Man. Call it Spider-Man: The New Avenger. That's a perfect title because he's now an Avenger. Make
Not
him one of
bad.
the Make him one of the Avengers. Now it's an interesting idea.
No, I'm better off just calling it Ultimate
Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
or the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah, Open Spider-Man because that brand has been tarnished in the TV show, but may call it just Spectacular Spider-Man.
And for villains, I would like to see Craven. I would like to see Rhino. I would love to see Mysterio. I would like to see him fight the Kingpin. I would like to see him be crossover with Iron Man. I would like for him to be crossover with Blade. If they can try and get Wesley Snipes to come back as way, because
I
Marvel,
hope they do.
because Blade Trinity didn't work out so well for some fans.
Yeah.
So it worked.
Yeah,
So,
agreed.
so Edgar, what are your thoughts on the future of Spider-Man and what you want to see? Edgar?
Okay. No. I think we lost him.
Okay, Tevia, what would you like to see in Spider-Man and in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and what would you what villains would you like to see, and what title of the next Spider-Man reboot would you pick?
Honestly, as for villains and for the future of the Spider-Man franchise as a whole, I'm hoping we get 5 things. Number one villain. We don't need 2 or 3 like a clusterfuck because it didn't work. Number two, don't no dark tone bullshit. Let it be like I don't know. Oh, Greg.
Alright.
Wait, am I Craig?
Uh,
No, it's okay. Well, no, it's okay. You can join us. Good to have extra company.
well,
We're talking about our thoughts on Spider-Man, the future of Spider-Man in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And Tavia, he was just giving his opinion.
alright.
And we have Edgar and Parker. If Parker and Edgar can, come back. Oh, Tavia, we'll get to you.
Alright. What was that? Oh yeah. Wait. Number 2 on my list. No dark and tone like gritty. Make it like light. Like make it like
Spider-Man 2, or even the first one.
yeah. Or better Spectacular Spider-Man.
I see dark and gritty. I only doing dark and gritty because I know.
Wait, the third Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire?
Yeah, the first 3 films are awesome. They were good trilogy. The ones
Awesome.
with I feel I like, as much as I like them, they're just mediocre at best.
Look at that,
There
Parker.
you go. There you go.
Eh.
What were your other few things that you want to see from Spider-Man and MCU? We'll get to you, Parker and Greg.
Yeah.
Very short.
Yeah.
Are you
Almost locked in the woman slow down.
Alright, Parker, since you got them Google Plus.
It happens. What were you now?
Yeah.
What were you talking about? What were your thoughts? You got 1 and 2. You just
Yeah.
need 3, 4, and 5, and possible title.
Out of number 3. Wait, number 3,
There you go.
Tell my
number
audience.
3, Oh yeah, wait, Parker, before I continue my tale, let's get your thought on the future of Spider-Man in the MCU.
Well, I mean, I'm excited for it, but I would like to see Craven's Last Hunt of that comic into probably a sequel, not the first film, but as a sequel or the final film. I would like to see that if you know it, you know. But
But
yeah,
are you gonna bring White Tiger in?
well, you could, but I mean, yeah.
Well, you would kind of have to.
Well, yeah.
Wait, why?
Yeah, you would.
Because it's Craven, which is, oh wait, the enemy of White Tiger and her entire family before her.
I thought Craven was the name of Spidey. I didn't know Craven was the enemy of White Tiger. Huh.
Well, yeah, he is an enemy of Spider-Man, but it originally started with White Tiger.
I did not know that. Interesting.
That's her family history. Her father and her grandfather before her were White Tigers.
And
Well, maybe you
Craven
can have
killed them.
Be part of a first film, and then you can maybe like the whole series can be part of the Craven story or something, or like you can have it be that where it kind of continues or something, but you can still have different storylines going on in each one of the films where it's still not
Yeah.
like I don't know if I know.
That doesn't make any sense. You would want to make an entire movie series out of just a villain?
One villain?
That
Spider-Man villains, Parker.
What?
There's plenty of Spider-Man villains.
No. Well, I know, but I mean, what she was saying was like putting White Tiger in there, and I'm like, well, then if you want that, then you gotta have it be more than, because if you try to do that one film, it wouldn't work, or unless you, well, I don't know.
yeah. Trying to get that all story in one film won't work. Maybe not White Tiger's movie, but maybe I just have Craven as a sequel villain. But
Like
I
that's
prefer-
why I was saying like
Well-
3 films, because it's the only like.
Well, if you're going to bring another villain into the mix and you still want Spider-Man, you would have to tie it in like a few movies later out of the Spider-Man storyline. You can't just jump straight into a Craven movie.
Okay.
And even making it a sequel to a Spider-Man movie, you know, there's no real introduction. They would have to make like a secret scene after the credits or something. But if you want Craven, you have to have White Tiger, which means a previous movie, like before you make the movie with Craven, you would have to bring in White Tiger.
The only version I could see, if you want to put White Tiger in, okay, you're gonna do the classic version of it. Most likely, they're probably gonna do, if they're ever gonna do Craven, most likely it's gonna be Craven in the Ultimate Universe. The Ultimate
it's not-
version of it.
What Marvel has so far, after watching Amazing Spider-Man 2, along with the after credit scenes and everything, they're going to bring in the Sinister Six, which has Craven in it. Which means they might mention something about White Tiger, or they might actually bring her in. I mean, but they've already changed the actor for Spider-Man already.
Yep, Tom Holland. Well, I think you're amazing.
If they're gonna do a Sinister Six one, it's not gonna be like this Amazing Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
Well, it's not Basic Spider-Man, it's Amazing Spider-Man. There's a complete difference between that.
No. He actually mean like the reboot, the new reboot franchise coming out.
The Amazing Spider-Man.
That's why
The Marvel Studios one.
Sam Mac.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. And what possible time
Sorry.
Spider-Man?
No, I got messed.
Give me a minute.
Alright,
Toaster or dinner?
take your time.
Well, Tavia, what was your other opinions? You say
Yeah. I for number 3 or number 4. And number 3, I wish Grave a secret, my boy Parker was saying before we lost him again. Stupid Google Plus. I was just craving for sequel, but I didn't know what weapon we could use. Use Mysterio. Think about
and
it.
was and
Craven needs to be in that movie where he hears about Spider-Man.
He's what? What?
And he wants to. That's a collector.
I can't understand a word you're saying. You're breaking up.
What?
she say you're breaking out.
Yeah, connection is going.
Yeah, your connection's dying.
Well, guys, you hear me?
Catastrophe. Better now.
Yeah.
So what about Spider-Man?
What would you pick to be a possible title for?
Yeah, like, well, not title, like, who would you choose a villain?
You mean like what actress I would pick to play her?
Yeah.
I'd have to do research. I mean, so far Marvel's picking like really talented people to play these characters. I mean, let's all admit right now, Robert Downey Jr. is honestly Tony Stark, so
Agreed.
they've got it going for him.
Yeah, I would have rather had Logan Lerman play Spider-Man because I am a little bit worried about Tom.
I think Tom Holland would be perfect at this point because he's doing more to own Peter Parker out, which made me happy. So, I'm hooked. Anyways,
Another man.
Greg? Alright. And we
I
lost you.
and who would you like to see, Tavia? Who would you like to see Spider-Man be crossed over with?
Honestly, I would have Spider-Man Carter with Daredevil and Moon Knight. Or Doctor
Yeah,
Strange.
yeah, he can cross over with those characters. He can cross over with the Avengers. He can cross over with Blade. But I would like to see him cross over with the other Avengers and with Blade, because Spider-Man, Blade, and a movie together is an interesting idea. Hey,
Oh,
Parker.
Parker.
Sorry, I keep getting lagged out for some odd reason. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh,
Who would
Edgar. Welcome back.
Spider-Man be crossed over with, and what could be a good title for the next Spider-Man reboot?
Yeah.
In your
For like a title and a crossover.
Yeah. Wait, and
Well, like wasn't there some recent news about like maybe Captain America and Iron Man would be in the new Spider-Man film in the new reboot? So I don't know how they're gonna. I mean, sure you can do that, but I would like to see a crossover with Daredevil and maybe Punisher. Would
That would
like
be good.
But because those three are, or maybe even, well, we can't see it with Deadpool because he's at Fox. So I was about to say that, but we can't.
I'm excited for the Deadpool movie,
But
especially what they did.
I can't hear you. Your microphone is like something's up with it. I don't.
yeah.
I'm not that hyped in Deadpool at all because of what happened to him in X-Men Ultra's Wolverine. I
But-
hate it.
No. Okay. Marvel came out and said that they messed up.
Fox messed up. Not Marvel. Fox is.
Okay. Either way, it was messed up. And they came out and they said it straight, and they said, hey, you know, we decided to take a different turn with this character, which is why the other Deadpool movie is coming out.
Yeah, which makes
And
me
not
happy.
the crappy, messed up Project X from Wolverine.
Yeah, like that's gonna talk another day. Like we can have X-Men probably next time, but anyways, what's up with the new reboot? One thing I want to have with this reboot, I go crap. We're awesome. Anyways, one thing I do want to have with this reboot, I want to have like Mysterio in the first movie, because Mysterio makes sense because he's a master illusionist. He's a trickster. Plus, it would be an amazing villain. Like, Edgar, what film would you choose?
I would have to say they would have to redo Electro.
And Greg, you are. It's good that you joined with us, and if you will like to, you can go to my channel. Subscribe to me. I got reviews on there. You can check out my channels if you want.
Anyway, alright. Add for titles. Like, guys, after the future of Spider-Man franchise as a whole with MCU, who would you choose as a villain?
It might be.
And,
I would choose.
I would have two.
oh,
definitely-
two. Two villains.
I would have the Vulture,
Mm-hmm.
and the King.
Dude, your microphone's messing up again.
Well, no, I know it's a
No.
Vulture and Kingpin.
So what did you guys think about Electro?
Electro, I thought he was pretty freaking awesome. Jamie Foxx, when you see him pre-Electro, he sleepwalks his match. Electro, he's on top.
Well, not about the actor, the storyline that they chose to go with.
I liked his storyline.
I didn't saw any quick cuts apart.
Despite the fact that they didn't bring in the original suit first.
Yeah. I did the storyline. He made Spider-Man 2.
Your microphone's messing up.
Yeah.
It's going in and out.
At all, I did not like what they did with the Green Goblin storyline at all.
Looks like that guy.
Yeah, that was weird.
Weird.
Agreed.
Rhino is just in here, just to be in here.
Well, yeah, but they're also bringing in the Sinister Six in each
Well,
part of it.
actually, no, not anymore. Like Sony abandoned that project. Marvel Studio took control. So,
Wait, okay.
Spin-off canon.
alright, Parker, your opinion.
Back to what we were saying about what villain we would choose for the first Spider-Man film.
Didn't seem that noticeable.
Yeah.
The one underneath.
There's definitely just hanging on there. On the rear bumper.
Right.
Oh no, it was in the. It was more like the muffler.
I would have to pick either
I was underneath your
the
car.
Shocker or whoever was the original,
It just kind of gets scraped up.
the first villain of Spider-Man.
So I was trying to loosen that bolt. Or
Who? Wizard?
yeah, I was underneath.
I don't know.
I was working.
Oh, no, Goblin. Goblin. Yeah, Goblin.
Yeah. I was doing some soft.
Alright. Okay, so Greg, your choice are Greg? Crap. Alright. Parker, who would you choose as
Give
villains?
me a minute.
Alright. Parker?
Okay, here's the thing. I would have, now this might sound crazy, but okay. I would have the Sinister Six as the villain of the new Spider-Man film, okay?
All six.
Okay, now let me look. I'm gonna explain. So each villain wouldn't be a big villain, because if you think about it, pretty much all of Spider-Man's villains, well, not all of them, but like a good portion of them, are just guys who rob banks and stuff. Is someone else talking, or what's?
There's that parking
Go
lot
ahead.
back there.
Can you mute your mic? Sorry.
I don't know. I'm just kind of a blunt person.
Greg?
I was just pointing out that you parked like a jackass.
I have my mic on.
That wasn't really
Sorry,
crazy.
somebody else was talking to me.
I was just underneath.
Alright, sorry to break up coming, but, Greg,
Finding that hard to
a
wait.
lot of background noise. It's hard for it to speak. Sorry.
On the cover.
Turn off your phone. Background noise.
Belongs to somebody else.
Remove the headphones.
Alright, Parker, continue.
Okay, because almost every Spider-Man villain is like a bank robber. Like, they don't have much to them. So you would get those smaller villains together, and they would all fight Spider-Man. Because for one, you would establish that this is Spider-Man's world, and you would have, and then also you could have some pretty cool, like, elaborate action scenes within the film. So I think that would, because like,
That would give you time to establish the backstories for all of the villains.
Well,
more like, as I was saying, like, basically every like if you choose, like, because Electro, he originally was just this guy who worked on electricity stuff, and then he gets shocked by electricity, and that's it. Like, that's
Yeah.
his story. So you
There's-
can take those villains, and then like the ones that don't have much to them, and just have those. So you don't really have to have a backstory. Like, they can just, and plus, if we're not doing the origin story, like, just think to yourself that, okay, like, maybe Spider-Man, like, fought the villains before, and they all gained up, and then, like, on Spider-Man, and they're trying to stop him. So,
Yeah.
so wouldn't that, I mean, I think it would work, like, and because the whole, like, story of Spider-Man, what?
I don't think it would work. It would leave a lot of loose ends and people questioning, where did this guy come from? And
actually,
what about the people who don't read the comics, who have no idea who these people actually are?
Well, then would you have to do the origin story then if they didn't read the comics? Or would you have or you can establish quickly every villain's you can do it however you want to, but I mean, it would, I think it would work though, but
Yeah. Parker's right in this one, because Spider-Man villains, they have three-dimensional characters. Not all are three-dimensional. Like, the only character villains three-dimensional are Venom.
Pretty good villains, even their smaller ones.
Yeah. Like, Parker's right on this one. I agree. I think Sinister could work, because in the comic, and even in the not that in the Spectacular Spider-Man animated series, that show did Spider-Man and Sinister Justice. Like, that had 6 villains, and that worked. So maybe at the maybe you guys in one movie but then in the second movie, you could have like Venom in the second movie.
Because doesn't in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, Peter gets the symbiote during when he's fighting the Sinister Six, right? Like you can set that up then, and then have it like kind of carry on in the second film with or something.
Yeah, you're right. He actually.
Will Spider-Man be able to defeat all six villains? How would he be able to do it? How could Spider-Man be able to defeat all six villains in the Sinister Six?
You would have to bring in other heroes. He couldn't do it single-handedly.
Like I was saying, like you can have Daredevil come in, or like
Jessica Jones.
I don't know.
So bring in Daredevil from his TV show.
Yeah.
And have like an episode that ties into the movie.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can have an episode before the film comes out, and kind of establish, hey.
Tying in Agents of Shield into all the other Marvel
Well, not Agents of Shield. Maybe like Daredevil, Jessica
Even
Jones.
though that ties in with every Marvel movie that's been coming out.
It used to do that, but not anymore. It's confusing.
They still do it.
Yeah. Good point. Like.
Like the fact that Phil Coulson's now director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
If I had to choose any other heroes going on for Spider-Man to help fight the Sinister Six, here are my picks: Captain America, Iron Man, Daredevil, Punisher, Blade, Wolverine, Black Widow, Quicksilver, and Scarlet Witch, and Rogue from X-Men.
Except we can't have the X-Men in Spider-Man because X-Men are owned by Fox.
But why can't you? I mean, didn't Spider-Man in the original cartoons, he worked with, what was her name, Firestar and Iceman?
Yeah, Firestar. Yeah.
And he worked in the comics, Fantastic Four comics, when Johnny died, he worked with
Future Foundation. Yeah, but here's the thing about that. The reason why Marvel Studios can't use Fantastic Four X-Men is because it's the movie rights. The movie rights are owned by Fox. Fox owned the movie for X-Men, and they own for Fantastic Four.
And
they can work together.
Actually, no, they can't. Because Marvel and Fox hate each other. It's a whole long story. And
well, yeah, I understand that.
But Spider-Man with the X-Men characters, it could work.
It could work.
Spider-Man with the Avengers could work.
Yeah, that's happening. But that's happening in Civil War.
Civil War is going to be fun. I saw the first trailer.
Alright, Parker, what your idea for Sinister movie? I think that could work. I think you're on to something.
Yep.
Alright. Because think about it. How about in the first movie we do Sinister Six, but we have the black suit like with him. Well, not on him, but have the black suit have like crash into Earth. Oh, now it's around theater, but do it like J.J. Jameson's shuttle crashes, and then Peter gets the black suit.
You mean how the symbiote came and crashed down to Earth in a little meteor?
No, not like that, but more it hit the space shuttle.
A space shuttle.
Because that happens in the 90s cartoon.
And this show too.
True.
Yeah. There's just one problem. They've already done the Black Symbiote story.
But they didn't do it right.
But it was a completely different Spider-Man.
They could try and do it. They could do it again. It's an interesting idea.
There's a difference between the Tobey Maguire movies and the Andrew Garfield movies because they're two completely different Spider-Man.
That's true.
Well, the Tobey Maguire movies.
Because I mean,
the original trilogy always win. I'm sorry, Andrew Garfield. He did try though. I've heard some people say they like the reboot series over the original. When you compare both franchises, different Spider-Man series, the reboot series doesn't hold up. This series always wins with Tobey Maguire. I love this movie, and I love Spider-Man 2, one of my favorite sequels, and I love Spider-Man 3, which I think is highly underrated.
I'm not saying the movies were absolute crap. I'm just saying there could have been a few things that could have been better.
That's true.
And you're talking about how they can't bring back the symbiote because they've already done it.
Well,
That was completely different. There's Spider-Man, there's Amazing Spider-Man, there's the Ultimate Spider-Man, there's Spider-Man 2.0, there's Spider-Gwen.
yeah, Spider-Gwen.
Not with.
My friend Edgar was talking about her.
I haven't had a chance to read the comics yet, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Spider-Girl, Mayday Parker.
But okay, guys, we need to remember that probably Marvel and Sony are going to do something completely different than what we are saying or what we want. Okay?
That's true.
Maybe they won't.
Maybe they won't.
I mean, fan predictions so far have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I find this news. People on Facebook, on Twitter, they've been saying all that stuff
Marvel
about.
constantly keeps tracks of their fans.
Yeah.
They was saying stuff on news. Wow. About this news online, and the people is just fans are just eating this movie, eating this movie up. So
I Tom Holland actually Adam Spider-Man, and since they all bought for Ultimate Comics, I want them to do Ultimate Knights. Please do the story because this story had an Ultimate Kingpin with Ultimate Doctor Strange, Ultimate Daredevil.
a movie with the Kingpin,
Mm-hmm.
totally, I'm in for it. But if it's anything like you made Spider-Man 2, then screw it.
Yeah, right. That's one thing I don't want to happen. Anyways, okay, we should probably wrap this up, and because I'm starving, and you can get dinner. But before we wrap this up, Parker, besides villains, who is your love interest? Because I'm starving.
Well, I would probably go with MJ or Liz Allen.
Explain.
For me,
Explain.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because we seen Gwen before, we seen MJ, but the reason why I haven't picked Gwen, because I think the main Spider-Man films, they did Gwen, you know, they like they didn't screw her up. But with MJ in the original trilogy, they didn't really do it she just
But keep
that's
in
not.
mind, these are two different series.
Well, yes, I know, but I mean, I'm basing them off of the comics and how I think I would like to see a completely new love interest that's still not that's still part that like Liz Allen or something that would work. I mean, I could see that working. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would work too.
Can work. I think she can work.
I mean, because that's a good relationship to bring into a movie because they're kind of enemies, but they're kind of allies.
Yeah. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Batman and Catwoman. It's kind of like that kind of relationship.
No, I think Batman and Catwoman kind of have a different relationship there.
That's true.
or
Yeah, that's true.
because when I were hearing news about Batman, I thought it was gonna be a love triangle between Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman, but no.
I'm glad it's a love triangle. That'll piss me off. Thank you, New 52. Thanks.
A love triangle between who?
Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman.
And Wonder Woman, I hope they don't do it.
They're not gonna do it.
Looking at pictures, it shows Bruce Wayne talking to Diana Prince in one scene in Batman vs Superman.
I think Batman and Wonder Woman would be an awesome couple, but that's in top for another day. Yeah. Anyways, Parker Tree, Mary Jane, and with Aaron, what's your choice?
My choice or Greg's choice?
Um, since Cinderman actually, I'm going. What's your choice?
Between MJ and Gwen?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let Joshua go first.
Yeah, Joshua, what's your choice?
I always like Mary Jane. I do like Gwen, but the sad part is that she gets kicked off and you made Spider-Man 2. But I will like to see Mary Jane again. It could be good. Or maybe transfer I don't know, but definitely Mary Jane again.
Yeah.
Sure, she always needs saving Parker, but here's Marvel saying, and somebody saying, look, guys, I know we messed up bad with the Amazing Spider-Man series, but give us a chance. We can make things right. We can give you what is that the Spider-Man movie we want. We gave you the 2002 movie. We gave you Spider-Man 2 with Doc Ock. Fine, we did screw up a little bit on Spider-Man 3, but at least there are some people who like it, and there are some people who hate it.
Yep.
It's like Marvel and Sony saying, give us a chance.
I think you guys are missing a completely big, like, huge point right here.
They're
Like
missing
what?
Like the fact that you guys keep referencing back to the Tobey Maguire movies.
Actually, no.
Two
Actually,
different Spider-Men.
well, actually, they're kind of not because here's the thing. Let me explain. Gwen Stacy, we're down with the first love interest in Amazing Comics.
MJ started out as the first love interest, and then it went to Gwen Stacy. And the only time that they actually ever meet in the comics for the first time is when Peter Parker dies on his own front lawn.
That's the old one comics. You got that mixed up.
Yeah, it's the Ultimate.
That's the old one universe. And Open Gwen Stacy should actually introduce in Ultimate Spider-Man Volume 3. Hello? Greg?
She'll be back.
Alright, I think we lost her. Damn it. Alright. We should probably wrap this up. I know I'm starving.
Yeah, we should. We've been talking for like 3 hours or something.
Yeah, we were. Damn time flies.
2 hours.
Anyways, as for the future of Spider-Man fans as a whole, I'm gonna hope for the best, but plan for the worst. Please be good. Anyways,
Yeah, please be good. If it's not, I'll be completely disappointed. And
yeah, I'll be pissed off.
Out theaters with a smile on my face, like.
Yeah, agreed.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, anyways.
The reasons why we all love Spider-Man. I know other people have their own opinions, but this is our opinion. I would like to thank you, Tava, for coming up with this idea. I hope we can do this soon, like this again very soon, or in the future. And I would love to do one of these hangout things with you too, Parker.
Yep, thanks.
Alright.
But
alright. Thank you guys for joining us for our live show why we go Spider-Man in part 2. Should we do part 3? Oh no.
But what would we talk about? Should we talk about something else next time?
Yeah, stay tuned for something, we'll think of something to talk about, and I hope you guys have a good day, and long live Spidey.
Yep.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yep.
Long live Spider-Man, my favorite website. Go, let him go.
Yep.
Long live Spider-Man and Excelsior, as Stanley says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.
See ya. Bye. Bye.